last week, Barid, if you're ready.
Yeah. I am. Can you hear me? Well,
You're cutting out a little.
oh no, is this better?
That's better, yeah. But you were
Okay.
cutting
I'm
out,
on
but
my
now you're better.
laptop now, so it's a little weird.
Okay.
Um, so last week, we finished our battle at the Western Fort. Unfortunately, there were like a lot of horns blown, so we had to quickly find the coordinates Lokun's note referred to. Um, and everyone dug up and we found a chest. Inside the chest, we found a ring. Um, oh no. And what else?
According to my notes here, you found a ring and two small statuettes that could possibly be worth something.
Oh yeah, dwarven statuettes. I remember now. Then we someone noticed there were troops coming, so we did the good old imposter thing again. And luckily it worked out. Except for we just had some orcs, chilling in front of the fort we were stuck in for a while. So we rested. Luckily, I think another horn blew or something, and we convinced them to leave and go elsewhere. Uh, we then went, well, after long discussion, I think we went back to the cave. Um, Once we got there, we decided to go look for Shock because we were wondering if it took him a while. If anything happened to him on our way to find him, we met him like kind of in the middle. We then had a long discussion over if we should attack the southeast camp now or later. And after a lot of conversation, we decided to get a rest before so. Uh, we woke up. We came up with a plan where Shaith would go north to blow a horn after Shock attacks the southwest tower. So once that horn blows, then Shaith would blow their horn, and that would be our signal to attack the southeast fort. Um, so we made our way over there. We snuck past some people. We went through the forest, laid low until we heard the horns. We heard them, and then we did our assault, and we are currently in the middle of the battle.
All right. Thank you for the recap. So do we have a quartermaster in this group, right? I think it's Gnarl.
No.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's me.
you got those statuettes, right? In the
If I
party
look at
treasury.
my treasury, I have stone dwarven statuettes worth 100 GP each.
Okay. I just wanted to double
The
check.
very bottom. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I think we're about ready to get back into things here. So actually, let me just really quick grab my coffee, and I'll be back in like a minute. Sorry about that. I'll be right back.
Oscar, did you take the 30 GP worth of rare mushroom herbs?
What do you mean take them?
I have them in the treasury. I don't know if you'd use them or something for a
I
spell or
did
something.
use.
Yeah, when you made the potions,
make
right?
a potion, yeah.
Okay.
Let me check, see what. Forgot. I think it was 25 GP of.
Oh, hey, Callan, I think,
Yeah, I just saw that.
yeah.
But I didn't do it last time, so. But I'm gonna post them right now either way.
You did it two weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes 25 GP to make
25.
a healing potion.
Okay. I'll take 25 off of our party treasury then.
And
All right. Apologies.
Callan and Barrett are the ones that have the potions, right?
I have a potion.
They have the potions. All right. So getting back into the combat. The first to act at this point, actually would help if I had you on the fort screen. So suddenly, out of nowhere, there is a poof, and a new enemy appears behind Gnarl.
Ooh.
Which
Look.
I think you guys have seen these before.
No, never seen him.
Indeed.
No, it's an illusion.
Never
Ignore
seen
it.
him. Ignore him. Choose to disbelieve.
He's not real.
He's not real. The Iron Shadow would seemingly appear out of nowhere. Luckily, you are not surprised, but it does still attack you, taking 4 punches.
Getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, I think someone might have their stream, music on or sound on. But he is going to take 4 punches at you with unarmed strikes.
Okay.
So, first attack, 11 versus AC. I believe would miss you. A second punch, 17 versus AC.
Did I get my new armor already? Yeah, I've already got... Oh, no, I haven't put it on yet. We just discovered it, right? Or did I put it on already? Yeah, I did put it on already. Never mind.
Yeah, I think you
Put it
did.
on already. You
So
were
yeah, it's 19.
rolling.
It's got 19 now.
I have your AC here as 17. Maybe up there it goes.
I just adjusted it, yeah.
Gotcha.
I hadn't updated it.
Alright, so at that point, he's going to step here to get the flank. Because he's like, maybe I should have been flanking. Third attack, 15 versus AC, would miss you. And fourth attack, 20 versus AC, which I believe would strike.
Yes.
So you're struck for 5 bludgeoning damage as he unloads this fury of blows on you, or flurry of blows, and I believe you are starting to look wounded.
I am wounded.
But that is it for him, as he yells something. I guess in Goblinoid he would say, "Watch the casters!" Barrett, what are you going to do from up on your tower?
Hello, Barrett is going to throw some daggers at this guy that just came out of nowhere.
The shadow? Alright, so you channel some of your psychic energy, hurling daggers down at him. Which I believe 2 daggers, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do 2.
24 would definitely strike, doing some psychic damage to him for 17. Ow. So he takes some damage and would look angrily back up into the tower. And a crit. Jeez. Alright. Well,
that's pretty tight.
Sadly, it is not sneak attack, but that would still deal 9 and 4. So 13 damage. He is looking wounded.
I think it's
9 and 1.
Well, it's the second attack. So he gets the +3 because it's the psychic thing. Or wait, is the second attack a
Just the
D6
die.
or a D4?
Oh, snap.
Alright, I think we may have rolled that wrong then.
Should be 2d4 plus 3.
Yeah, it should be exactly 2d4 +3.
Yeah, I always forget that one is a little different.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so he took 8 damage. Not the, what did I say he took?
You said 13 originally.
Alright, so he gets back 5. Alright, so he still looks wounded, but not as wounded. And he, looks back up in the tower at Barrett. That's it for you, Barrett, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Alright. Lokun, at the north end of the camp, you are on top of the cages. What are you going to do?
This is not looking good. I hate those mofos. He points over to the monk over there. What will he do? And this guy on the ground has advantage on him. Okay. Lokun's going to.
I forget why this guy is prone.
I don't know why either. Is
I
he
don't think he's
put
prone. I
down?
think he's
He was asleep.
distracted.
Oh, is he put to sleep? No, I don't think he was asleep. 'Cause he
He
would
was-
be
He
unconscious.
was, and
and
then he was
woken up
woken
by
up.
the captain.
Yes.
Oh, that's why he hasn't gotten up yet. He was asleep, but he got woken up, but he's still prone for the moment.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, I'm gonna cast magic missile at the first level at the monk next to
Gnarl.
Gnarl. Yep.
Alright, so you let loose a group of magic missiles at him for 15 points of damage. He goes down.
All right. Not bad. Then I'll call to the prisoners. Get close to you. Grab at their legs. All right, and that's it. That's my turn.
Give me a persuasion check. As they seem pretty cowed right now. Kind of cowardly.
Rise up! Rise up! No.
Alright, not the most persuasive. Oscar, top of the round. Or wait, no, Lokun was. Oscar, what are you
Look,
gonna do?
yeah. I am. I guess I will cast Infestation on this guy here.
Alright, casting Infestation on the captain. So he would get to resist with a con save.
Ooh.
21, he definitely resists. He growls at you. Anything else?
I'm going to tell my owl to distract or help out with the captain there, and I think that'll be it.
Alright, so the owl goes. That, I believe, is your owl. So he is going to... this is War Banner, right?
Yep.
Alright, so your owl's down here. He's going to fly... Actually, he doesn't really have anyone he could fly at, because the other guy's already distracted. So I guess he'll keep distracting this guy.
I think
I'm sorry. The top one is Oscar's.
Oh,
yeah, I tossed the pink dot on mine.
gotcha. Alright, so he's going to distract the captain then. Ooh, he flies down and pokes at him, then flies back up, giving the next attack on him advantage. That's it for your owl. The orcs go. So this guy is going to stand up, bringing his great axe to bear. He's going to roar angrily at Morgren and swing at you. So you have your shield up, but I think you're wounded though, right, Morgren?
I got 10 hit points.
Yeah, so you are below half. So the orc swings. Oh. 17 versus AC.
It hits by
Right.
AC 16.
Alright, so unfortunately he connects, catching you off guard. Ooh, 8 slashing damage. So you are still up, but really hurt now. That, I think, is the only orc. Yeah, the other one outside Callan killed. So that's it for them. Callan, what are you going to do?
Well, at this point, the only thing I can do is go ahead and join everybody, so I'll go ahead and take my motion to climb over the wall.
Alright, give me an athletics check. Alright, yeah, so with the rope it's pretty easy. You do suffer 1 point of damage as you climb over, and you use 20 feet of movement, so you'd skid here, and that would be 30 feet of movement, and you would have to still keep moving or you would fall prone because you got an ally in that square.
And you said 1 damage, right?
Yeah, you poked yourself a little bit as you climbed over, but not too bad.
Alright, well then that'll end my turn for this time.
Are you gonna use your action to dash so you don't fall prone?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that and avoid that.
Alright, so you can do another 30 feet of movement. Where are you gonna go? This guy right now is threatening you, so if you move out of his range, he can take a swipe at you.
And his attention has been put on the bird. So then I'll go ahead and step down from the cage,
Alright,
and I will.
so you hop down, so that's 10 feet to jump down there. Then you still have 20 feet of movement. Or you can
No,
stay
it
where you are.
won't. It won't be moving. I'll go ahead and stay where I am, and then I'll go ahead and take the. This would be, no, because Morgren's the flank, right?
Well, you already used your move to get in, and you used your action to get to where you are. So you're out of actions unless you want to use your bonus.
Yeah, for right now, I'll go ahead and use my bonus. Let's try to end this quick.
What would you do with your bonus action?
It'd just be one stab at that point, just with the short sword.
So I think, unfortunately, with your offhand attack, I think you can only do that if you used your main attack or your main action to attack. Am I right with that? Or am I off?
That's how we've been playing it this entire time.
For
I
bonus
think you're right
actions?
on
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure with
You
a
need help.
bonus action, yeah, you have to do your main action to attack to use your bonus action as a attack
Yep.
as well. So
Okay.
I don't think there's anything you can do with your bonus
Yeah,
action.
there's nothing that I can do at this point, so I just won't use it.
Okay, so you end your turn there. Morgren, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, my initial plan was trying to get close enough to Gnarl to heal him, but I gotta heal myself, so I'm gonna use my bonus action healing word.
Also, it still says you're at 10. Did you take that 8 hit point damage? Or is my thing?
Oh, I forgot to. No, I forgot to edit my cheat.
Alright, no worries. Just want to double check that. So you're going to heal yourself with magic?
Yeah, I'm gonna use healing word.
Alright, so you chant summoning healing energy and heal yourself for 2d, or I think it's d4 plus something. Okay, so not very effective, unfortunately, but you feel a little bit better as you gain 3 health.
And crap, my warhammer would be put away for that.
Yes,
don't know if I-
you would have had to put your weapon away because you would need a free hand. So, yeah, you can do that as item interaction, stow your weapon and heal yourself. Or wait,
And that's gonna.
Heal yourself afterwards. You attack.
True, I could do that.
yeah, that's
Oh, it's
true.
verbal.
Yeah, and actually with verbal,
Oh, it's verbal.
I think you wouldn't even have to put your weapon away. Yeah.
Okay, then I'd still have my weapon out, which means I could take a swing with my warhammer at the. Come on, ding! It won't ding.
Who are you swinging at?
Oh, because I'm that guy. The
All
one
right,
that
so
hit
you
me.
swing down at the orc to trying to punish him for hitting you. Ooh, but that is not enough, and he would jump back, getting out of the way. You would then use your bonus action to heal, and I think that's it for you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so you
5
stand
hit points.
ready. Gnarl, what are you gonna do?
All right. Well, let's take a shot at this guy. He's distracted right now, right?
Yes, the owl distracted him from last turn.
All right. I'm going to Primal Savagery.
Alright, so you slash at him with advantage.
Oops, I did not roll advantage. Sorry.
24 would definitely strike, doing 9 acid. Oh, and he
Nice.
is looking unhappy. And wounded.
And that is my turn.
Alright, so your turn would end, and the hobgoblins get to go. Which I think there's only one right now. So he sees that owl flying around. He saw Barrett just shoot and kill his buddy. I think he's going to use his item interaction to open the gate. So he pulls the gate open. And then he's
Oh,
going
shit.
to move over here,
No.
and he's going to yell, "Get in here!" and take the dodge action, because he is not feeling good. Warbanner goes, so he is going to fly down, probably distracting this guy again. God damn it! As the owl flies around, giving advantage on the next attack. The captain goes. What's the captain gonna do? I think the captain. He would get sneak attack on Morgren, so I think that's his play. He's gonna bring out his great sword and take an attack on Morgren, bringing it down upon you. 15 versus AC, I believe, would miss you, right?
Yep, my AC is 16.
All right.
Thank you,
So
Jesus.
he would miss with the first attack.
Oh,
Then he's going to swing around and take a second attack because he doesn't want a healer being conscious during this battle. 23, I think, would connect, unfortunately.
oh yeah. Just hits.
So not the best main damage roll, but he does have martial advantage because of his buddy nearby, giving him some extra. So he would do 20 points of damage, putting you down. As you go unconscious, he is going to, so you would be unconscious and you would, gain a level of exhaustion. He's going to come up this way, hop up here, and if he moves, Callan can attack him. So I think he's going to end there on top of your down cleric. Getting ready to attack your druid next, but that's it for him. The ogre goes, he comes running in, and he is going to look down at Gnarl and try to flatten you with his tree trunk. How dare you! 10 versus AC or a crit. Luckily, he did not have advantage. So yeah. He smashes the club into the wall as a bunch of splinters fly everywhere, and he roars angrily. That's it for him. Top of the round, the Iron Shadow is dead. So Barret, what are you gonna do?
All right. So this guy is the captain, right? And he's not prone.
The captain is up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's not prone. He is still offering advantage from the distraction. So an attack on him would be at advantage, but yeah, I think he's at a distance for you.
How much does it take to get down this ladder? Because I'm on the tower.
Climbing down, it would be 30 feet. If you jump down, it's 10 feet, but you would take damage.
Can I roll acrobat?
Yeah, you could roll acrobatics to try to reduce it as you jump down. Is that what you want to do? Although then you would also be next. Well, I guess you could jump off over here.
Yeah, I would like to jump down.
All right, so give me an acrobatics check. You would fall 15 feet. So, oof, not the best roll. Your foot gets caught on the ledge as you jump. Oh God! And you kind of flip over. You would take 9 points of damage and fall prone
Jesus.
at the bottom.
Not the most graceful.
So you are prone at the end of that movement. You've used 15 feet of movement so far, so getting up would use the rest of your movement.
Okay, I will stand up
Okay.
and act like nothing happened.
You dust yourself off. Totally meant to do that.
Planned it the whole time.
I guess I'll just attack this guy. Yeah.
All right, he is dodging, but he's offering advantage, so the first attack would be a wash.
Gosh. Sorry, I'm just. I accidentally exited out my character sheet. My bad.
That's fine. Yeah, and you're no longer prone, so you could take that off you.
Okay.
Oh, good roll. 23 would definitely be enough to hit, so unfortunately for him, the dodging did nothing. Oh, his eyes and ears just, like, blood just oozes out, and he falls over. Ah!
Cool.
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
I'll just.
Ogre is
throw
now
the
looking angrily at you.
Yeah, I'll throw the second dagger at the ogre.
Okay. Confuse him. Yeah, 21 would definitely strike. For 3 points of damage. I think you do get your plus with that second one, don't you? With the psychic blades? You do get your dex.
It doesn't say either way. It just says the attack is 1d4 instead of 1d6.
Alright,
So it is the plus then. Yep, 6. I think.
so 6 points of damage. Alright, the ogre is slightly wounded and looks annoyed at you. Anything else, Barrett?
No, that'll be all.
Alright, Lokun, what are you gonna do? I just realized my tool is broken. Let me fix that.
I'll tell you. I'll shout to the prisoners. Rise up!
Shout
We're
again.
coming here to free you. Grab at this captain's legs. Friend is in need.
Captain would yell, "You'll lose your arms." Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
You can do it, prisoners. Oh,
No.
So he says, "You'll lose your arms." They go, "Ah!" and keep their arms back because
okay.
they see that big old sword.
They don't want to be the red shirt of the scenario.
Yeah.
All right. Callan, we need you. And as Loken says that, he backs away. Man, what will he do? How high is this cage, by the way?
The cage is about probably about 6 or 7 feet.
Okay.
Not that high.
Yep. This out. Problem is, flaming sphere will probably hurt the person underneath him as well. So, okay. In that case, I will just do a simple firebolt for now.
All right, so
Please don't set my beard on fire.
Yep.
you back up, channeling arcane fire, and you hurl it at the hobgoblin captain.
Oh.
No, he easily just sidesteps it and says, "I'm coming for your hands, caster." Anything else?
Okay. Nope, nothing else.
Oscar, what are you gonna do?
Oh, this is not gonna be fun. So I guess I'm gonna try to cast infestation on this guy, and standing in front of me on top of the cage.
All
See
right.
if I could get him to move off.
Morgan's underneath him, you know that, right?
Well, infestation
Does-
targets one person. It doesn't target an area, I don't think. Right?
No, I was saying that he knew if he knew that Morgan was down.
Yeah.
Oh, to heal him. Yeah, he'd probably notice him. So Morgren, or no, the hobgoblin captain gets to make a con save against infestation. He would fail, so he takes 5 points of poison as the bugs bite him, and
Nice.
you're forced to move him west, which actually would be over here. He falls
Awesome.
down onto the orc space.
Cool. And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Morgan to stabilize him. Can I do that?
Yes, so you channel a first level spell, right?
Yes.
And Morgren, you gain 4, so you are conscious.
And prone?
And yeah, conscious, but you are prone, and I think you dropped your weapon, and yeah, your weapon's laying next to you. Though your shield is strapped to your arm, so you do still have that. So the owl goes.
Before the owl goes, can I yell for Gnarl and Bear to get over here and help us? Well, yeah, get over here, help us out. And if you get close enough, I can heal y'all up pretty easily.
You yell that to them, but they look like they're fighting an ogre right now.
Cool.
So that's it for you. The owl goes. I think he's gonna keep going for the captain, because that's what he was ordered to do. So he flies down, pecking at the captain, who would have another assist on him, and he's gonna kill that fucking owl. But fortunately he can't get to the owl because he flies back on top of the tent. The orcs go. So this guy is gonna move out of the guy's square to here, which would give Morgren an oppie if he wants to take it. Although you're prone.
I'll take it.
Oh, but wait,
well.
you dropped your weapon though, so you don't actually have it in your hand right now. I guess you could try to punch him, but that seems like a waste of a reaction.
Can you use
I
a
can't
shield?
use a spell?
Oh, you have Warcaster, right?
No, no.
You would have to have Warcaster to do a spell as a reaction.
Then no opportunity for me.
Well, he can't use his shield?
I mean, he could. He's prone, so he'd be at disadvantage, and he'd do like 1+ strength damage, so it wouldn't be that impressive.
Gotcha.
So this guy is gonna swing at Callan. Oh! As he sidesteps and brings his great axe down upon you. 14 versus AC.
Haha, 16.
Alright, so you parry the axe, jumping back, avoiding the hit. Callan, you're up.
Alrighty, well, Cal will say, "Don't worry, guys. I'll try to distract them." Well, he has a insanely large smile as he chuckles his way, looking like a madman. He's loving the combat, and he's gonna go ahead and you can. Since I have 2 weapons, I can take a stab at both of them, right?
Yeah, so you can use your main attack action to attack one. Then with your bonus action, you can either attack the same guy or attack a different guy.
Alright, so then I'll go ahead and do my first attack on the orc, and then my second will be on the hobgoblin.
Alright, so give me an attack roll for the orc. As you counterattack. Huh. Short sword. Ooh, no, he would block your swing with his axe. Then the hobgoblin, 21 would strike because you would have advantage on him because he was distracted. What? Oh! And he takes 5 piercing, or no, 2 piercing, right? Oh no, because he has 2 weapons. Sorry. Yep, 5 piercing. Oh! And he is very angry at Callan now. Maybe not even noticing Morgren over there.
He's gonna
Anything else, Callan?
smile and say, "Your hands are the ones that I'm coming for," and that'll end my turn.
He says, "I'll take your head." But Morgren, you get to go. What are you gonna do?
Well, first I'm gonna stand up,
Alright, so you stand up.
and then so he's within range to touch, right? The hobgoblin.
Sort of. He's on the ground, whereas you're on top of the cage. So you'd probably have to jump down or swing down. But you... I mean, I guess, sure, we'll say you could lean down and try to grab him if you're doing touch.
Okay, well I'm gonna do inflict wounds, which requires touch.
Alright, so you...
Morgren's mad right now.
You're like, "I'll get you." So you bend down. Oh, no, he would see you coming and lean back as you try to grab at him. He says, "Didn't I kill you already?" Anything else?
I'm gonna reach down and pick up my warhammer.
Alright, so use an item interaction to rearm yourself. Gnarl, what are you doing?
Alright. Hmm. You're injured too, eh, Baird?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little.
I'm going to dodge, is what I'm going to do.
Alright, so you...
Take him down from range if you need to.
Yeah, you're trying to absorb attacks right now.
Yeah.
So you're dodging.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Here, just so people have a picture. There's your ogre. Alright, so after you is the hobgoblin, which I think they're all dead at this point, right? Yeah, so they're all dead. Warbounder is gonna... Well, the guy he was killing or distracting is dead, so he's gonna... until he gets new order, he's gonna swoop down and go for the ogre. Who is now swinging wildly, trying to get the owl off him. The captain goes. Does he want to try to take Morgren down? No, I think he's going to go for Callan, because he has sneak attack on Callan, and he's a pretty smart opponent. So he looks at Callan and raises his sword up to attack you. First swing, 22 versus AC.
How come there's sneak attack again?
Because he has an orc friend over here.
Gotcha. Well, even if my last attack was on him.
Yeah, sneak attack. All you need for that is to
Gotcha.
have an ally next to you.
Yeah, my AC 16.
All right, so he would strike you, doing 25 damage, 14
Whoa.
and 11 with his first attack. And he laughs and says, "Now you die!" And he's going to try to hit you with the second attack. But he rolls a natural 1, and he would stumble.
Nice.
You would duck, and his sword kind of clangs against the cage, and a bunch of the slaves go, "Oh gods!" as they almost lose a finger. That's it for the captain. As he gets ready to attack again, the ogre goes now. He's going to roar and look at Gnarl and say, "I'll crush you!" and swing his big old club, even though you're dodging, because he's dumb. Oh, crit becomes a 22 versus AC. So I think that got you, right?
Yeah, that got me, sorry.
Alright, so you are struck for 10 points of bludgeoning damage as he slams his club into you and knocks you into the gates. Luckily, you were dodging, or else that would have been 25 points of damage.
Damn.
That is it for him. Barad.
Oh boy. So we'll attack this big guy again.
Alright, knives aplenty. So you let loose some psychic daggers at him. You have advantage, even though that would hit. You might crit, so roll again. 13 would be enough, because he is not well armored. So go ahead and give me a damage roll. Alright, the ogre takes 14 points of damage as he bleeds from his ear a bit, twitches. Oh! And second attack. Oh, natural 1? No, he would be unaffected. Anything else?
I'm gonna, I guess, reposition myself. I'm gonna go, like, right here. No, sorry, right here. However.
Alright, so 5, 10, so 25 feet up to there, and end your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Lokun, top of the round.
Okay. Question: is this owl? Is Oscar's owl like up in? Does he have elevation on him?
Yeah, he's
How high is he
15. He's well, he's like 10 feet on top of the tent.
Okay. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Alright, so you light up a fiery sphere. Where are you putting it? Right under the owl. No.
I'm gonna put it. No, I'm gonna go for the ogre. I'm gonna put it right over here.
Oh.
I'll drag it out.
Alright, so range is 60 feet, so I think you are in range.
I'm gonna cast it within 60 feet, and then I'm gonna move it.
Okay. So a flaming spear burns into existence on the battlefield, and I assume you're using your bonus action to attack him.
Yeah, I'll move
Alright.
it over there, smash it into him.
So he gets to make a dex save. He is not the dexiest. He rolls a 6 and would fail. Ooh, as he's just burned by fire. Ow! Taking 10 points of fiery damage.
9.
Oh, the 10. Wait. Isn't it 10? You rolled a 10 up there.
Oh, I rolled a 10 up there. Oh, okay, that came with the first when I first casted it. All right, sounds
Yeah.
good.
I mean, I guess you could downgrade it if you really want to. That's just a
That's all right.
weird
We'll stick with 10.
request.
We'll stick with 10.
That's yeah. Okay, so that is it for you, Locoon. Oscar, what are you doing?
Um.
I think there's guacamole on my keyboard. What the hell?
Ooh, yum.
I don't even remember eating guacamole. Is someone using my keyboard? That's weird. Sorry, Oscar, what are you doing?
I guess I will cast Infestation on the captain.
Oh, is the ogre wounded? That's a good question. I didn't think he is, or he was. He. Oh, you know what? He just is.
Okay.
Sorry. What are you doing, Oscar? Infestation.
Yeah.
All right. So you chant, pointing at this guy, the captain, and try to use infestation again.
Yep. Yeah.
He will make a con save. Oh, he rolls a 19 and would resist. Haha.
Easily.
Anything else?
Nah.
All right. The owl goes. He will, as the captain is celebrating, fly down and peck him. Son of a bitch! And fly back up. The orc goes. He's going to try to take out Callan. So he does a swing of his axe. Rolls a natural 1. Jesus. All right.
Yes.
You duck it, and he would clank or slash into the gate and get ready to attack again. Callan, it's your turn.
Alright, well, with blood gushing out of his wounds because he's heavily injured, he just says, if anybody has any extra potions, I could use some. And the captain is more injured than the ogre, right?
The captain took a hit. The orc has not.
Then that'll be my target. I'll go ahead and do 2 slashes at him since...
You know the captain definitely hits harder because he hits you for 25.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's the captain.
Alright, so you take a swing at him. The first one is at advantage because he's distracted by the owl. So you stab at him with your first sword. 19 would strike for 8 piercing. 14, however, would not be enough, and you would block your second attack. But he does take 8, and he looks... is he wounded yet? He is not. He says, come, let's see what you have.
Alright, and then could I go ahead and do my action surge for my second wind?
Well, you can second wind as a bonus action. Because I think...
I thought I just used it. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, but you did. You took a second attack. That is a bonus action, right?
Yeah,
that's how you're playing it, right?
Yeah, but you could attack twice with your main weapon, and then he could have bonus, like he could have action surge, attack, and then bonus action, second wind. So you'd still same result. Two attacks and then second wind.
Well, so did you take a? Yeah, so if you want to say that you took your action surge for that second attack and missed, you can use your bonus action to use your second wind.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for your second wind. You just have to specify that's what you're doing.
Gotcha. My bad.
So go ahead and roll to heal yourself.
No.
Oh, so you gain 3 plus your fighter level, which is what, 3?
Yeah, so it's 6 total.
All right, so you're feeling a little bit better, but still looking pretty bad. That's it. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's gonna be at the end of my turn.
All right, Morgren.
Okay, I am going to swing at the captain with my warhammer.
Alright, you swing downward. No. Unfortunately, 4 is not enough, and he would parry that. He says,
And for my bonus
weak.
action,
Yeah.
I'm
Did
gonna
he
use...
ever? Oh yeah, because Callan attacked him. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
use my healing word on Callan because he seems to be able to hit things better than Morgan.
Alright, so you chant channeling healing energy.
And I'm gonna do it at 2nd level.
Alright. So, ooh, good. Good roll.
Thank you so much.
So you spend a 2nd level spell and heal him for 8 points of healing. Oh. Callan's looking much better, no longer wounded. Anything else, Morgan?
Oh no, that'll be it.
Alright, Gnarl. This
All
guy
right, now.
yells annoyed. He says, kill the fucking healer already. And he turns towards Morgan.
This is the flaming sphere here.
Yes, it just rolled
Okay.
into the ogre and burned him.
Okay, I'm just gonna dodge again then for now. That'll be my
Alright.
turn.
Warbanner. He's going to fly down and distract the ogre. And the ogre would yell, Bad Owl! Swinging his hands around trying to get him away. The captain goes. He is going to look angrily at Morgren. And even though he doesn't have sneak attack, he's going to try to bring you down. Swinging his greatsword. 12 versus AC I think would not be enough.
Nope,
So you
16.
throw your shield up, clang, and block. He yells with frustration. He says, die! And he swings again.
And there's the second one.
Oh yeah, 21 versus AC will connect. Doing 10 piercing and dropping you, giving you another level of exhaustion.
What is this?
He says, you're all going to die here. That is it for the captain. So you're prone, exhausted. The ogre goes. He is going to try to finish off Gnarl with a big swing. He says, you die. 11 would miss as you put your shield up and block. Barad.
Okay, I think he takes flaming sphere singes him again.
Oh yeah, I guess he's dumb. He just stood there. Ow! So go ahead, roll some burn damage. Oh,
He
no
does
feel
a
good.
Dex save first. Yep.
Does he get a dex save for standing there? I thought he just took it. I thought when you roll it into him, he gets the dex save. Alright, I'll take your word for it. Dex save. Ha! He rolled a 15. I think he actually made it.
He made it 5 damage.
So he takes 5 damage from being burned. And Barad, what are you gonna do?
Hello, we're gonna drop this ogre.
Alright, so you
Hurting everyone.
throw some more knives. Do you have disadvantage?
No, it just rolled 2 because I think I'm holding control, and for some reason it does that.
Alright, so 19 would strike the ogre. Oh! For 13. And he is looking really wounded, but he is still up.
Alright, let's do the next one.
Crit.
Nice.
Uh-oh,
Very
Mr.
nice.
Ogre. Too bad you didn't crit with the first one. So that would be 5 plus another d4. So 4. So 9 points of damage, and he is very wounded. Oh, but he
Haha!
is still up.
Dang. That's about it.
Alright, top of the round, Lokun.
Alright, so I'll shout over to my owl. Get over to this side and distract these guys.
Get over here.
And fly, stay 15 feet up.
Alright. I
That's
think
how
you can
Oscar-
I think you can also mentally communicate with it, right?
Yep,
As long as
I
it's
think-
within 100 feet.
I think so. Yep.
Alright, but
I'll
you
tell Oscar to do the same with his owl.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So what else are you doing?
I will. Does that ogre have cover from me?
He probably would with the tents. I'll say he has moderate cover, giving him a +3 armor class against you right now.
Okay. In that case, I'll just smash the spear into him again.
Alright, so he must roll a dex save. He rolls a 3, failing. So he would take 10 points of fire as he is roasted. He
Nice.
falls over dead. Blah.
Okay. And then.
Oh, you're
I will-
concentrating, right, Lokun? On the
Oh,
flaming
yeah,
sphere?
I'll mark that. Yeah.
Alright, just double checking.
And on the other, can I tell these? Neither of these guys are wounded, the orc or the hobgoblin captain. But the orc probably doesn't even have any scratches on him.
Yeah, the
None.
orc hasn't taken any hits. The captain has. He's taken a couple of attacks.
And he definitely has cover from me at this point.
Yes, he would have probably heavy cover with all the prisoners and the cages in the way and Morgren, which would give him a
Alright,
+4
I'll
to
cast-
his AC.
Okay, I'll cast Mind Sliver on him then.
Alright, so you point at him chanting. Go ahead and link Mind Sliver. Verbal components, yeah, so he is going to try to resist with an int save. He rolls a 4. Oh! And
Alright.
he is affected 1 psychic. Alright, so his eye twitches a little. And yeah, he's still looking pretty healthy. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Alright, so Lokun's turn ends. Oscar.
I'll cast Infestation on the captain again.
Alright, second verse, same as the first. He will attempt to resist yours as well. Doesn't he get like a penalty against this?
Yeah, minus 1d4.
Alright, give me a 1d4. 1. So you roll a 20, which would lower to a 19 and resist. He seems to be pretty high in his con save. As he says, "Your magic is weak," he yells at Oscar. Anything else?
I am going to use my bonus action to drop the healing spirit of the unicorn right there.
Healing
Yes,
totem,
1, 2,
alright,
3,
so that's
4.
a 30-foot radius on that,
Right
right?
there, yeah. Yep.
Alright.
Let me see if I did math right.
What's that other aura? Or
Which
is there another
flaming
aura?
spear?
I have a...
This one is the flaming spear, yeah.
No, on my screen I have a second aura. You didn't drop your or your spirit last time, did you?
I did drop. I usually drop the healing spirit right there.
Oh, that's never mind. That other aura is the captain yelling at his guys because he's buffing them with the bless.
Okay.
That's why I got confused. All right, but you put your healing unicorn totem down. Anything else?
I'm gonna tell Mr. Owly to fly away, or get in a safe spot.
Okay. Mr. Owly will comply. Ooh, he flies over here. The orc goes. He is going to... Let's see. Morgan's down. I think he's going to go for Callan, try to drop him. Oh, great axe swing. Another natural 1. Alright, Callan dives aside again, avoiding the blow. And is now Callan's turn.
Your might is too weak, ogre or orc. Cannot touch this. So then Callan will go ahead and take 2 more strikes at the captain, hopefully getting him under half.
Alright. He's pretty well armored. He does have a breastplate.
All the more reason.
No, he would parry the first. And
Ah.
parry the second. And he kicks you back and says, "Stay away." Anything else?
Could I try persuasion on the captives or the whatever?
What are you gonna say to them?
I want them to see if they can get down from the cages and work their way around to the back of the captain.
They're in the cages right now.
Okay, so then could I have that? Try to persuade them to get around to the back of the captain to hold his arms behind his back,
I mean, you
jump on top of him.
You could try to get them to do something like grab him. Go ahead, give me a persuasion check. Like, help us here.
Trying anything at this point.
Oh,
Nice.
So they seem a bit inspired, and he says, "You better not." That's it for Callan, right?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Morgren. Unfortunately, you're still unconscious. I need a death save.
Okay, do you do those via whisper or?
You just roll it.
Okay, and that's a D20, right?
Yeah, I think on the Roll20 sheet there's just a button you click for it. But
Yeah,
it's just it's basically a D20 roll unless you have a bonus to saves from something. Ooh, so you pass closer towards the shadows, getting one failure. Gnarl, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I gotta take this guy out. I'm gonna move to here. Actually, to here, 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna attack him.
He's already dead.
Guy. The ogre?
Yeah, he's
the
dead,
ogre's dead?
He got burned by the flaming spear.
Poke his dead body.
Die, dead
Mutilate
ogre.
the corpse.
Aha.
Rub the salt in the wound.
That's my full movement. Yeah, I just haphazardly slice at him.
All right, so you move up north.
30. I'm going to dodge and bonus action aggressive to get closer.
All right, so you cautiously but angrily move towards the enemy. You have your shield up, and you're really pissed off as you very carefully get closer. Sure, that checks.
Correct. I'll give you the flank there, Callan. I'm dodging aggressively.
There we go.
Have a good night.
Bang your weapon against your... Actually, I guess you have claws. You bang your claws against your shield. Come at me.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Thank you.
So Gnarl moves up very aggressively and very cautiously. Warbanner, he's going to fly over this way. What's his movement? 60?
60. I told him to stay 15 feet up. Yeah, so he can distract them and then fly up 15 feet, I think.
Alright, so 35, then 45 to here, which I think would give him just enough to go up after distraction. Oh, and he flies up kind of on the tent over here. The captain goes. He's not liking all these people joining the battle. I think he's going to go for Callan because he wants to get that sneak attack and drop him. He says, "Die already!" As he swings. 13 versus AC would miss you on the first attack. And he'll take a second attack, trying once again to drop you. 7 versus AC would miss again.
Yes!
As you jump one way, then jump the other. Huh, huh. That is it for him. The ogre's dead. Barrett, top of the round.
Oh, hello. Oh man. You can shoot past friends, right?
Yes, they just provide cover to your enemies unless you have sniper.
Would I have a shot there, you think? That they have cover?
At who?
The only one alive.
So you
Never mind.
Well, there's the captain and the orc. They would so the orc would have moderate cover. The captain would probably have moderate cover as well, because the tent and Gnarl are in the way. So either one's going to get +3 to their AC against you.
Yeah. So I will bonus action dash. I've never asked. Are diagonals? Can you move that way?
Yeah, every second diagonal is a extra 5 feet. It should be taken into account if. Let me double check that. Yeah, so it should already be taken into account if you're using the ruler or the Q thing.
Perfect. So I'm gonna just move there.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab this guy.
The captain?
The captain, yeah, with
Alright, you have advantage.
Nice.
Yeah, you have a wooden shield out, Oscar.
Okay.
But I don't think you have a weapon out right now, right?
Correct. Nope.
Yeah.
I
So you
don't have a
hammer.
weapon so that I can cast.
Yes. So Barid, you have advantage, but 23 would strike him. So go ahead and give me damage. So, 15. Oh, he is badly wounded from that attack.
Wonderful. And I used my bonus action to dash, so that's my turn.
Alright, Lokun.
Alright, Lokun will use his bonus action to bring the spear up 30 feet.
Alright, it rolls across the battlefield.
And he will.
Yeah.
And he will. Spike of psychic energy shoots out and tries to get into this guy's mind, the captain's mind.
Alright, the captain will try to resist with an int save. He will fail, taking 5 damage. Oh, he goes down.
Alright,
Good job.
Oh,
let's finish off that orc. You can take him
Alright,
prisoner. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Oscar.
I'll cast Infestation on the orc. My action.
So the orc has a pretty good con. Oh, but he rolls a 12, and he would fail,
Ooh.
taking 5 poison. As a bunch of
Nice.
bugs bite him. And he is moved, which way? 3. What is that? That is east. Oop.
So you
So
can
he
go there.
moves into Callan Square.
And then I'm gonna cast another healing word on Morgran. Get him up.
Oh, is it if he's blocked, he doesn't move? Does it say that?
If he can't move, he doesn't move.
Well, you can technically, I think, be forced into other people's squares. You just can't end your turn there, especially
Yeah.
willingly, or else you fall prone.
If it's blocked, he doesn't move.
So I don't know if that's technically blocked, because it's not like there's a wall there.
Oh, gotcha.
I am the wall.
Callan is the wall. But yeah, so he, as far as I know, you just can't end your turn in a person's square. They fall prone. So since it's technically not his turn, I think he can move there.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, on his turn he would have to move out, which could provoke oppies. So Oscar, anything else?
So I cast Healing Word on Morgran.
Alright.
So everybody else inside the aura gets 3 HP.
So I think it's everyone but Lokun.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
So would I get 3 on top of the 4?
Did Barrett just jump out of the fort?
I think so.
Yeah, because he's healing you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Bear with me.
Barrett just launches himself into the air and flies outside the fort. I'm out of here!
You don't have teleportation yet, Barrett.
That was impressive. Alright, so you would heal your ally for 4 hit points, and yeah, Morgran is once again in the land of the living. Anything
then-
else, Oscar?
Everybody else in the aura gets the 3 HP, and that'll be all.
Alright, so the owl goes. He's going to... he was commanded to stay out of battle, so he's going to stay back there. The orc goes. So the first thing he's going to do is move out, which would give Oscar an oppie. Unfortunately, I don't think Oscar has a weapon.
Nope.
So he's going to move back here and swing at Callan. He says, "I'll take you with me." He would roll a 7 and miss. Callan.
No, it's your turn. Your head to roll now. And then he's gonna take 2 swings at him, just trying to kill his ass.
Alright, so you go in swinging and stabbing with your short swords. Hop, hop. Ooh, 21 strikes, but 10 is not enough, so you get a nasty hit on him for 6, and he kind of staggers back. Anything else?
That'll end my turn.
Alright, Morgren.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up again.
You're at 2 levels of exhaustion now, so you are at half speed and disadvantage on skill checks.
And let's see, what do I have? 1 left. I can do this on. And I am going to. I'm going to guide and bolt the orc.
Alright, so you aim a hand at the orc, chanting as you let fly a bolt of divine energy. Oh yeah, 17 would hit. Oh, he is struck by holy fire and takes...
Okay, and that's at level 2.
Oof, 20 points of damage. Oh, and he goes down. So the enemies have been defeated. What does the group want to do?
I want to heal everybody up again.
Victory.
Okay.
Guys,
The prisoners are kicking the corpse of the hobgoblin captain.
Kellen will search the captain as well while they're kicking him.
Who are you getting that to, Oscar?
I'll give it to you. Healing word, and so that everybody else also gets another 3 HP.
Oh yeah, so if you're going to do some healings while your thing is up, let's do those now. So you heal him for 7, and everyone in the aura gets another 3.
Nice heal.
I can give 1 more if anybody else needs.
Who's injured currently? Who is anybody injured? Make sure to update your...
I'm at 10, which is below half.
No HP numbers. We just give like bloodied or not bloodied.
Yeah, so they don't know what your health is. Unless you have medicine, you can tell someone's hit points. Otherwise, they just would see you as wounded or not wounded. So you are currently wounded, so use this symbol, the half heart. You're not prone anymore, so we'll take that off you.
Callan, how are you doing over there, bud? I know you got hit a few times.
Buddy, I appreciate the concern, but I'm all the way healed up after you healed everybody else.
Cool.
I'm doing all right.
Morgred looks hurt.
Yeah,
he does. I see that blood.
I've seen my queen one too many times.
I'll use my last healing word. Dude, it is my last healing word. You guys think I should save it for later?
We're not conserving our energies here. We can also just rest, perhaps.
True.
That's an idea.
That is true.
So a horn wasn't blown. You wouldn't say this is the safest place to rest because, enemies could show up. But at least for now, things seem quiet.
We've got some defenders here.
Well, we can make our way back to the caves again.
If we are going to take a short rest before we make our trip, I suggest somebody close that front door.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So the prisoners would kind of come over and ask for you to free them, as they are chained up right now. So you said you're closing the gate.
Yes.
Jared can help with the chains. I'll start handing out weapons to them.
You would. Someone said they searched the captain. You would find he has keys on him, which you would assume is for the cages and the chains. He also would have his normal armaments, which would be a greatsword, 5 javelins, and a half plate.
Nice.
Let me know if anybody needs stuff.
It's actually nice looking armor.
That was me that picked or that was searching him, so I'll go ahead and throw Gnarl the keys since he was gonna do that, and
Sure.
I'll go ahead and continue searching the orc that's on Callan's left.
The orc just has a great axe and hide armor.
What kind of armor did the captain have again?
Half plate.
Half plate.
Actually, wow.
You're saying that it's pretty good gear. Is there any difference? Oh well, we can't even dictate that yet, right?
You stick to your.
Because I think I did.
You're-
Oh no, I don't have half plates chain. I was gonna say if it's better than plus
We already,
16.
we already
Oh, it
determined
was-
that
yeah.
your armor is
Yeah.
just fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab hobgoblin ears. How many ears can we get from here?
Alright, so you're going to start butchering hobgoblins.
Yeah,
Uh,
just the ears.
so to answer the question, and you all would know this, half plate is medium armor AC 15.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So for the ears, you take some time. It's going to be about 10 minutes, but you start doing that, bringing the corpses together to get ears.
How many ears would that be?
Could I look? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you take care of all that.
5, I think.
Give me a
Unless we get
D20
two.
roll, because actually, since this is taking time, I'm going to see if something happens.
Morgan say, if nobody needs the half plate, I'll take it.
Can I ask
course.
my owlie to keep a watch?
Sure. You have your familiar posted up in the tower, maybe.
Could I try searching the tents?
17. Alright, so we'll say the 5 minutes pass and you would get the 5 ears, because I don't think you're taking the ogre ear, are you?
We're not getting money for ogre ears.
That's a big ear.
It's a big ear. I guess you could try. You never know.
Do they
Maybe
even
they'll
have
give you-
ears?
Yes, ogres have
Doesn't-
ears.
Oh, okay.
They have pointy ears.
Erida's gonna remind everyone we need to get food. Lots of food. Also,
Yes.
Alright, so you want to start searching the camp?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll start with the tents at least.
Alright, so the soldiers are going to start getting armaments from the tent. They grab some spears, chainmail, and shields. Getting armed up. Looking around, give me... I guess while Lokun is getting the ears, who's searching? That would be perception checks.
Yeah, Morgan would probably do a medicine check on the prisoners to see if there's anything he can do to make sure they're ready for travel.
Crit, baby.
Nice,
Alright.
Callan.
So you find one of the tents does have a bunch of barrels in it, which looks like are loaded up with rations. There are about 60 days worth of rations here, preserved.
Ho 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 ho. Callan will strut out happily, saying, "Boys, I think I solved our food problem."
Although that is kind of heavy, but yeah, there's a bunch.
Do we have a bag of holding? I thought we had.
we do have a bag of holding.
Oh, there you go.
Toss all the rations in there.
Just dump
You might
them
have to
into the
take them
bag.
out of the barrel, but
Alright, so you dump the barrel over, getting the rations in your bag of holding. How much weight is in there now? Just out of curiosity. Or is this the first thing you're putting in there?
I think it might be. I don't remember us putting anything in there.
Okay, so you just have a bunch of rations in there. Who's taking the half plate? Morgren?
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, the half plate is medium armor. It would take you 5 minutes to don. But yeah, you could take it. That's fine. As the prisoners are all putting on armor. These prisoners, like the others, do look very tired, like they weren't being fed and they were being worked pretty hard. So they might have a few levels of exhaustion.
Well, I was going to try to do a medicine check to see if I could do anything to help him.
You can, though you are at disadvantage now because of the exhaustion you have. So go ahead and make a medicine check at disadvantage.
And that would be control for disadvantage, or is it shift?
It's, I mean, if you just roll 2 dice, we can take the lower one. Yeah. Oh, wow. Good roll. So 22. Yeah, you can actually do some quick treatments on them using. Do you have a medicine kit?
No, I don't.
All right. So without a medicine kit, you could probably actually, with some treatment, do you want to take like a half hour to treat them?
I'll look at the group and say, "Do you want to take half? If we take half an hour, I can help the prisoners here. Hopefully, make it so we can move a little bit quicker."
Well, we
You need
should
a rest.
take a rest. Yeah, we need to take a
Yeah.
full
Yeah, you
short
have
rest here.
exhaustion. You have exhaustion.
All
Yeah.
right. So if you are doing that for half an hour, you could get rid of one of the exhaustion levels on these prisoners. So they would be at 2 levels of exhaustion instead of 3.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
would that be strenuous activity, or would he be
No.
able to get a rest?
Yeah, he could still take his rest, but hang on, the rest hasn't passed yet because I have to see if anything happens.
Yep.
'cause
Just asking,
they're-
just making sure.
Yeah, you do hear several more horns being blown, as if there's like something going on to the west of here. Luckily, that does seem to provide a pretty good distraction. Give me a d20 roll. There's still some danger. Another 17.
Oh, thank God.
So as you are in the middle of the rest, about, I'll say half an hour has passed, you've treated the soldiers, you've collected your ears, the owl would send you a message, Oscar, and it says there are orcs approaching the fort. You have not finished your short rest yet.
I'm gonna tell the guys there's orcs approaching the fort.
How many?
Okay.
Lock the doors.
They're locked, I think. It's already
Do you-
locked.
Cal will yell out, "Do you guys think we should do anything about the body outside?" It was right over there. The first one that I killed.
Yeah, there's a dead orc
Fine.
laying at the back of the fort.
I don't know if they'll see
They're
if
able
they're
to
coming
do
from
it
the west.
Although at this point it might be too late because they're getting close through the tree line.
Sorry,
Uh,
I see a coin with a hobgoblin on the cage, above Morgren. Is that one supposed to be there?
No, that one I believe was already taken out.
Gotcha.
I just forgot to mark him as dead. Alright, so yeah, it sounds like they are approaching. What do you want to do?
Does Loken see him from the watchtower? Loken climbs up the watchtower.
You climb up, and yes, you do see the group. Give me a moment, I'll show you where they are. So they are coming from the south, you would see as you get to the top. Approaching through the trees from down here. One of them sees you climb up and yells something to you in Orcish.
Loken shouts back, Goblinoid. Did you hear that horn? Where did that come from?
He says back in common, do not speak Goblinoid. Sorry. What is going on within the fort? Several horns blown. Is everything safe here?
Yeah, I heard the horns, but not from here. I think there's trouble elsewhere.
Give me a, I guess, deception check. Okay. He says, "Where did you hear horns being blown?" "We were to the east, hunting out in the fields. We heard
Where did
lots
I
of
hear it?
horn blowing coming from base. We headed back as soon as we could."
Loku nods. Where did he actually hear that horn? It was to the
Uh,
west, right?
yeah, so all the horns have been coming from the west. You assume because Shock is attacking the tower.
Okay. Lokun just waves vaguely to the west. I don't know exactly where, but I think from over there.
He nods. He says, "We brought some food. Should we bring it inside, then head out?"
You can just leave it at the gate. Don't waste too much time here. Reinforce the others.
Give me a persuasion check. He says, "You are not captain. Did you even ask what the captain wants done?"
Lokun says, "I'll get him."
All right.
Get it.
This sounds familiar.
Time to play imposter again?
Yeah, deepen your voice
No.
again.
I mean, Lokun asks Snarl, like, "Are you sure you don't want to be the one doing the talking? I'm fresh out of not feeling so inspired today."
Gnarl like just blinks blankly. I'm not good with talking. Worse than
Am
you.
I? Okay.
Like way worse.
Okay. So the captain has that red cloak and a helmet again. I'll put that crap on.
So this captain does not actually have a red cloak and a helmet. The half plate did come with a helmet, but there's no cloak.
Oh, so I'll put the helmet on then.
He did have the half plate, just not a cloak around him hiding it like the other one had.
Okay.
So
I'm not gonna put the whole half plate on, but can I put the helmet on?
Yeah, sure. But you would not have any armor on when you climb back up if you don't have like a cloak around you hiding it. You just have the helmet on.
Well, I'll cast minor illusion to make it look like I have armor. Can I do that?
Yeah. Well, go ahead and link minor illusion. I think you can. I mean, you create an object. Technically, armor could be an object. Yeah, sure. So you, as you get to the top, you kind of do some chanting. Let's see. I'm going to give them perception to see if they heard those weird noises you were making. Oh, no, apparently they did not. All right, so you walk out with your illusionary armor and helmet. What do you say?
What are you still doing here? There was a horn blown out over there.
Give me a deception check.
This is not going to go well, guys. Get ready.
You called it.
We got faith in you.
Well, luckily they are not the most perceptive. Well, here, I'm going to give them a couple of rolls because there's a few of them. All right. Well, yeah. So he he looks up and says, all right. Yeah. Let's get going then." Rolled a 7 and a 6.
Oh, thank God.
So they just kind of
Lucky.
look up at you, maybe squint a little bit as if you look a little off. Are you on a diet, Captain? You look smaller than usual. How dare you? All right, yeah. So they move off to the west through the tree line, and you can no longer see them.
Okay. All right. Phew. You see Lokun just wipe the bead off his forehead. Guys, I don't know how long I can keep doing this for. He hops down from the watchtower.
I think you're doing brilliantly.
Yep, you're a savior for the most part. Whenever we need a quick fix out of the jam.
Lokun's gonna take a level in like acting. He's gonna get a bunch of costumes when he gets back to town. Take up drama.
Just
How long does it take to train yourself in those?
Just don't leave us for the theater.
Okun goes on the road, playing Hobgoblin Captain. Dun, dun, dun. All right.
I assume my owl is done at this point because I only get my find familiar for 1 hour.
Yeah. So he would poof away. So you would finish your short rest, feeling invigorated as the hour passes. So go ahead and spend hit dice and regain your resources.
Okay. Also, during that short rest, could I have searched the Hobgoblin monk? I don't think he probably has much on him, but kind of
Oh,
look
right.
closely at him.
So
Yeah.
he has his robes. You would search him. He also seems to have some arcane components, 15 gold
Ooh,
pieces worth to be precise. They are
nice.
refined
Oh,
components, so they can be used for spells and such.
nice. So I'll just take them all. Nobody else needs them, right?
Nope.
I don't believe
Yeah,
so.
take him.
All mine. Um.
Was anyone else doing anything during the hour?
Uh.
No.
Oh, sorry. Go for it. Anybody else? Yep.
You could, because you haven't searched the camp too well. You did search a little bit. You found the food. Do you want to search some more?
How much
I
food
thought
did we get?
that's what
Sorry,
it was.
I didn't write that down.
60 days?
Yeah, 60 days worth of preserved rations for the
Okay.
quartermaster. That is in the bag of holding.
Straight into the bag of holding.
Could I take my hand at searching the camp for anything?
Yeah, same.
Yes, but let me check something. Okay, so I actually kind of redid how I was doing the party treasury.
Oh, okay.
So here, I mean, you can use this as a base, but I just was trying to make it uniform for all the groups. So
Nice.
if I remember exactly, because I was copy pasting it, but sorry, give me one moment to check something. And actually, if we want, we can take a quick 5-minute break. How about that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can find the template I was using. Is it me or does it take Roll20 a lot longer to load these days?
Yeah, I think it might.
Maybe it just feels like it.
Been kind of fine for me, but I have this weird exclamation mark on the left-hand corner. I don't know what that is. But something is weird with it. Yeah.
Alright, so Gnarl was the treasurer.
Yep.
Alright, so I just put something under party info called group treasury. Basically, just what I was doing was I kind of started using the table like it shows there. For each thing, there's the item, the location, and the weight. So whoever's treasurer, or it doesn't have to be Lokun, but one person I assume is carrying the party treasury. And if it's not that person, I would say just put it into individual players, inventory, so there's no accidentally items duping.
Okay.
Yeah, so whoever's whoever's, I guess it shouldn't say treasure, but one person should be assumed carrying the party treasury, and it's just assumed that person has all the stuff that's in here, unless it's marked that that item is at a different location.
Well, I think it might be good for us to. So wait, you're saying no item duping? We can't put it in our belt and quick switch it out over and over?
Yeah, no dropping on the ground and clicking it to try to make a second potion appear. Yeah, none of that.
But I would recommend that we split it up because it might start getting a little heavy, especially with these rations.
Yeah, so like the good thing is that you do have a bag of holding. So like if you want for the rations, you could say like rations, 60 days, location, bag of holding, and the weight is just the 15 pounds because I think the bag of holding weight doesn't change.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
And it's considered being carried by whoever's carrying the party treasury. So you guys, I would assume you're going to choose someone who has the most strength to carry stuff. Otherwise,
I'm decently strong because I have powerful build, so I've got quite a bit of weight.
Okay, so so maybe he could be treasurer or quartermaster and like treasurer basically. So if you want someone else to have something, I'd say just put it in their inventory, and otherwise Gnarl can carry the treasury just so we don't get mix up.
Okay. Do you want me to start putting the party treasury in like? Do you want me to start moving it over?
So you can either use this or just kind of keep it in this format. Like if you want, you can keep it in the current. Party.
No, I'll move it over. I'll move it over.
So then just move it over. That's fine, and just mark yourself as the treasurer, so we know you're carrying it.
Yeah, and just to note, I took the arcane components, and I think I'll be doing that moving forward.
Yeah, so then those would not be in the party treasury. Those would just be in your inventory.
Yep.
Yeah. Because we were having issues where, like, the treasury was marked that, like, this guy has a gem that was sold, like, 3 sessions ago. Because the party treasury doesn't always get updated as much as, like, someone's inventory might.
Yeah.
So that's why we started doing it like that. So we made sure that items weren't appearing multiple times.
No problem.
And it just seems like it's working better that way anyway. Alright, so sorry about that. Back to the game. Dungeons and spreadsheets.
Just to clarify, Barrett does grab the grapple hook that they used to get on the tower.
Yeah, sure. You could say you got that back.
And gives it to Gnarl, because I think it's Gnarl. No, it's
Yeah, that's mine.
or
yeah.
who's I don't know.
It's fine.
And take the one above the cages. That's yours, Baird.
Yeah,
Awesome.
one to the tower is mine.
You guys got grappling hooks back.
And if you were all still searching the encampment, give me some more checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perception checks or investigation, either or.
Did we get our short rest? Is that?
Yeah, the short rest passed.
Okay.
Can I help the search with detect magic as well? If you see, I wrote up there if I could cast as a ritual during the short rest.
Yeah, that's fine. So you could look for magic signatures. It wouldn't necessarily help with the search, but if there was a magical item, you'd definitely notice it.
I am the most perceptive.
And actually, give me a D10 roll. All right. Interesting. Alright, so in one of the tents, you would see a magic signature. You would note that it looks like this may have been the shaman's tent, because there's actually a couple of things in here, including 28 gold pieces of nature reagents. But you would find there is a potion, a stoppered potion that has a magical aura.
Is it nature for druidic stuff?
Yes, nature reagents can be used for nature rituals or druidic magic.
So take 25 gold pieces if you can. You said 20 because I had 5 in the treasury. Might as well take that out and just keep it. The druid might as well keep it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm adding
25 gold pieces worth of nature components.
Cool.
And wait a second. When I found those nature reagents, I found them using my detect magic? They have a glow
No,
on
you
them?
found the potion. It's just when you went into that tent, there was some nature reagents in there.
Gotcha. And can I concentrate for a little bit and see what kind of school of magic the potion is associated with?
Ugh, why do you do this to me?
I'm sorry. You can just tell. I don't have to do it.
I'm
You
just
can
You,
just step
you
right.
could
No,
just
no.
tell the
I'm just
potion.
messing with you. It's just that magical items are always such a pain to figure out what their auras are. I'll say this one has. I'll just say transmutation.
Okay. Yeah, just take a wild guess. I mean, that's also too. Fine.
Yeah.
Like I know, like fueling is pretty obvious. And it's something else. That's fine. Okay, I'll let the party know, and I'll pass the reagents over to Oscar, and this potion. Someday I'll be able to identify things, and I'll figure out what it does. But I think it does some sort of transmutation.
So something that's interesting. This potion has a large toenail floating in it.
Ew.
Yum.
I'll also
not
give
drinking
that
it.
to Oscar. Then no, I'm just kidding.
I'm-
Large toenail.
Toenail potion.
Yeah,
Can
actually,
I
with
use-
Arcana, you might know something about that. So you know what the funny thing is? The healing potions, I think, would have an evocation aura on them, because Cure Wounds magic is technically evocation. It's so odd.
What? Okay, that throws me off. Okay.
But yeah, give me if you have if you have Arcana, or I'll say if you have Nature as well, you can make a check. You might know something about the toenail potion.
Oh, no. Probably not.
Rolling good today.
No, with those rolls, probably not. So you're not sure what type of potion this is.
Would it be worthwhile to use my stone cutting ability to see what they're digging for over here in this mine?
I think stone cunning is more like to examine architecture and to look for like traps and dangerous pitfalls and caves and stuff.
Okay.
It just looks like they were digging some kind of hole there.
Dig a hole, dig a hole.
And if you ask the prisoners, they would say that they've had us digging for a while. I'm not sure what they're looking for.
Cool. Well, are we ready to mosey?
Give me one more D10 roll.
No.
Someone else roll it this time.
The worst possible roll.
It's not like rolling an attack roll. It's a, you know.
Huh. All right, so you would. Oh, interesting. So you also find, as you're detecting magic, there is a scroll in one of the tents.
Nice.
Ooh, scroll. My favorite. Can I use arcane to see what scroll it is?
Yeah, actually, you could just unroll it and read it.
Okay. I unfurl the scroll and
You take a look at it.
peruse it.
There are actually two scrolls there that were kind of put on top of each other. One of them is the spell Identify,
Oh.
Nice.
and one of them is it's an Identify scroll, and one of them is the spell Major Image, which I think are both wizard spells.
Nice. I already have Identify, but the major image is solid, and the scroll, I don't need the components for it, right? I can just burn the scroll.
Yes, so if you want to cast magic from a scroll, you can do so without using components or a spell slot. The magic is already
Nice.
imbued on the scroll.
Sweet. Oh, well, we'll use it when we need it, but I kind of want to save it in case we come across that dagger, you know?
Sure.
But,
yeah. The only other thing you'd find while searching is probably some ropes, some pickaxes and shovels for digging, and probably some more long swords and arrows and bows, if anyone's looking for any of those.
Take shovels, guys. I think that came up before. A pickaxe and a shovel might be handy one day.
Yes.
Alright, so you take some of the digging equipment.
Yeah.
Alright, so at this point, it is probably about, we'll say, yeah, probably about 1:30, because you had the battle, and then you took an hour to rest. So what does the group want to do?
Should be getting back.
Yeah, to shock.
Alright, so you're heading out.
Yeah.
Also, just a thought: we could liven up the place and sound a horn down here, go
True.
and attack the mine. I don't know.
Bury it. You're calling for Callan right now.
Callan's excited. Callan's ears perk up.
Yeah,
Attack the mine.
his teeth are chattering with anticipation right now. Mine?
Mine.
Not a bad idea.
And they said it was a mine.
How are we doing for resources? How efficient are we?
Aaron's pretty tight.
I'm good. I've got my spells left.
I'm running low, but I get a lot of use out of my cantrips, so
And totems, I suppose.
yeah. And I just recharged my totem, so
I'm okay, but Morgan burned through a lot of his magic there.
How are you doing, Morgan?
I got
muted, Morgan?
one level 2 spell slot left, and other than that, I'm rather tired. As I said, those were a couple long visits with my queen.
Magic is depleted.
Lots of background. Lots of
Yeah,
background
we
noise.
getting background from someone? Oh, well, it seems to have stopped. So yeah, what are you gonna do?
I'm open to pushing on if you are, Morgan.
I am too. But
I like this idea. Surprise them. 2
Yeah.
attacks in one day.
This might
They
be good.
never expect
We
it.
can try it, but it is going to be, riskier than what we just did. But if you guys want to push forward, I'll do it.
We'll just make sure that
Let's go.
you're getting protected.
So this
Yeah, I
group,
think this time I'll keep my distance.
this group is
Good idea.
attacked. Is this group done all 3 camps and the mine, part of the mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So where are you headed now?
We were going to blow the horn and then do an end run and try to get to the mine while everybody is recovering
More
from this place.
What about the prisoners with us?
Ah, good point. Well,
We could have one of them stay behind and blow the horn.
oh God.
Are we going to take all of them with us to the mine and risk their lives? They're
the
not in the best of shape.
The prisoners,
We can draw
or go ahead. The prisoners would kind of say, "Wait, you all aren't here to bring us back to town?"
Oh, to Chaur.
It's a long ways away.
Yeah,
We have
that's
to-
a 3 days trek, and you guys are in no shape. Those orcs are gonna outrun you for sure.
Well, where would we be going then? Where do you have a camp
got-
somewhere nearby?
You got a safe spot in the mountains. We can show you the way.
All right, so they kind of nod and say, "Oh, we're still kind of slow from our exhaustion, but we'll happily follow anywhere that isn't here."
Yeah, I don't think you want to stay here, so you don't have many options. Let's skedaddle.
All right, so are you still blowing the horn, or are you just trying to sneak back to your base?
No, I don't think it's a good idea. These guys don't look like they can run, guys. You gotta get to the mountains.
All right, so the group is heading out quietly. There's still, there actually aren't many enemies around here. You assume they're all somewhere on the other side of the map. So you get back out to the plains, increasing your vision. And begin moving back towards the mountain. Give me a d20 roll, because there is still danger. Let's roll for encounters. 9. Alright, so you're moving across the grass with a pretty large group of people. You would note that the tower is still down, luckily, making this trip much easier. As you get to here, you would notice to the north, it looks like a group of orcs moving through the grassland. You don't think they've spotted you yet. What do you want to do?
West
Sneak
into
it
the.
past.
So
yes.
Yeah.
I do have one more pass without a trace bubble I could throw on us.
do you want
If
to
you
try
guys think
to?
that would help?
Let's save it, perhaps.
So remember,
Just in
you
case we do
do
attack the mine.
have
Yeah.
8 people with you, so stealthing right now is going to be very difficult.
Oh, right.
With pass
Oh,
without
man.
trace, we probably can squeeze them all into the aura of the
30
foot
foot.
radius, yeah.
Yeah.
It would help hide you a lot. Do you want to cast it?
I say so. I think we're gonna stay up there for a while. Morgan's pretty beat up. I think we gotta rest for the night.
What time is it again?
At this point, it is about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So by the time we get up to our camp, we'll need our first supper followed by second supper.
So the orcs are approaching. I need a call on that pass without trace.
I'm laying it down.
Alright, so give me stealth checks. You're at plus 10.
Only with disadvantage. Still decent.
Yeah, I mean, with plus 10, it's hard to do poorly. So, being at this distance, you are able to cover for each other, and even with all the extra people, the grass hides you fairly well, as the group is kind of following the path down this way, and they do not notice you. So you continue onward, entering the mountains, which is usually a pretty safe spot for you. And I assume at this point you're just kind of traveling along the path to get to your base.
Mm-hmm. Also
Alright.
trying to keep an eye out for the wyvern.
Yep, that's actually what I was going to ask. Give me a d20 roll.
Oh no.
I'm not rolling this one.
I'll roll it. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I was gonna say.
May the
Alright.
waving green have mercy on our souls.
I have good
should
luck
have-
with Wyvern.
Callan wanted a
Bad
20.
was the one that tripped into the wyvern last time. Why are we having him roll this one? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, if you had me, I probably would have rolled a 1.
Well, so the way I do these is I roll a d20, and the closer you get to my d20 without going under it is good. So basically, right now, if I rolled a 7 or below, it would be really good. But the farther you get away from what I roll, like, is worse. So it doesn't necessarily matter if you roll really low. So like the worst thing you could have rolled right now, I think, is like a 9. But actually, that was a pretty good check, and you would get back to your cave.
All right.
So you would see Shock is there, but it looks like he is missing some people, and he has a bit of a sad look on his face.
It's like Shock ran into some trouble, maybe.
He says, the assaults didn't go as well as I would have liked. We lost 5 people.
Oh no.
But we did manage to destroy the tower.
Oh,
We saw.
at least you made it out. And you see Lokun just make like this fake religious gesture.
Their lives will not be
How many
lost in
prisoners-
vain.
How many prisoners did we pick up?
I want to say that was 8, but let me double check.
They were about 2 days of exhaustion.
Yeah. It was 3, 6, 8 prisoners.
Okay.
But you see a couple of the the soldiers are wounded, but most of them came back.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Am I saying something?
Sorry, did Shape make it back?
Oh, yeah, Shaith is here as well. She's kind of just quietly sitting by the fire. She says, I did not get lost.
Well done. We did find some rations. This should be able to hold us over for a few days, I think.
You dump out the bag of rations.
Yeah.
They look hungry.
All right, everyone is very happy to see the rations, and Shock says, yeah, this will keep us going for a while. Good job. I assume the attack went well?
Another camp sacked.
Yeah, I went okay. Morgan went down a couple times, but
Morgan looks a little
we got
beat
through
up.
it. Yeah.
Were you saying something, Morgan?
I was gonna say Morgan walk up to Shock and say, "It's the price of battle." But with the Raven Queen now,
He nods and
take
says,
comfort in that.
I suppose. I just wish it could have gone smoother. I thought it seemed like everything was going well, and we were attacked from the shadows. I didn't even see what hit us, but arrows just started coming out of nowhere, almost like they were waiting for us.
No, that's concerning.
It could
Wow.
be they're picking up on our tactics now.
He says, "Yeah, well,
So,
we do have the towers down. So how many soldiers do you have now? With this 8?
P3. So we have, right now we have 10 from the original that are fresh. 5 that I think have 1 day of exhaustion, and then these 8 that I think have 2 days.
And that includes the 5 that died.
Yeah, so after the 5 that died, there's 23 left.
Okay. He says, well, we have a nice little force. I mean, I don't know how many they have left, but it seems like we've been putting a dent in them.
I would
He
hope
says,
so.
Take a look over the soldiers to see if there's anything you could do to help them out, given the hard day they've had.
Alright, so you're going to use your medicine again?
Yeah.
And just FYI, one of the abilities of having medicine trained is once per round, you can look at a target and know its exact hit points.
Okay.
So
I'll keep that in mind.
usually you'd only know if something was wounded or not wounded, or like if something took a hit. But as a medicine, or as someone who's trained in medicine, you can choose to like an ally or an enemy focus on them, and I'll give you a whisper as to what their HP is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I told you that, but that is one of the things you can do. So go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I did.
All right, so 12.
Stupid
Unfortunately,
exhaustion.
yeah, unfortunately you're not feeling great, and thanks to the exhaustion, you're not too much help to these people. But honestly, there's not much you could do. Most of the ones that survived aren't too badly wounded, so they just need time to recover. What does the group want to do? Shock would kind of take you all aside and say, what's the plan now? It seems like we've rescued a good amount of the people. What do you think the next move is?
Well, if we can all get them rested up and no longer exhausted, I think we got a sizable force now. Perhaps we can, they're all armed. This is just an idea, but I wonder if we take them with all the soldiers. We'll split up our forces, but attack together.
What do you think? Attack the mines?
That's the last place.
Yeah.
That would be a bit of a choke point. I don't know. He says maybe we might want to at least send someone to scout it out. And he kind of motions to Shaith. He says, but yeah, now that we have some people, that might be a good route to take. Go ahead.
Okay.
You would say the only other thing I could think of is trying to get reinforcements from Chaur, but honestly, I don't know if there's much to work with. I know Blackwater has some people, but also that's 6 days away.
And they might regain their reinforcements at that time.
He says, yeah, that would be a lot of time to be away from this place. Well, I'll back up whatever you all think is best.
Do we plan to get out of here, or do we? It sounds like the mine is a favorable idea.
Kellen speaks to the group. We've been risking a lot recently, and it's been paying off for us. Maybe we have luck on our side with Barrett here.
I think,
He
Shaith,
loves to gamble.
Shaith, what do you think? Perhaps we can think about it over the night while we take a rest. But during the night, do you think you can slip into those mines like you did before and scope it out for us?
He says, yes, the hobgoblins aren't the most perceptive. I would bet I can get past them and get a scouting mission done.
Okay.
Should we give her a horn just in case the worst case scenario happens?
I don't think that she's going to be the one blowing the horn
She
here.
says, why would I blow a horn if I get caught?
We're the closest one compared to the other parties. We can help you.
I think if they catch me in the cave, nothing's going to help me. I think I would be dead. At this point, I doubt they're taking prisoners. Alright,
Is it possible to like scout maybe around the mountains as well during these days we're resting to see if we can find like another entrance into the mine?
It's definitely possible. There are lots of caves in the mountains. It might take a while, but you could start looking around.
Kellen will help.
Morgan would say, if I have with enough time to rest, I may have a way to deal with the horns, or at least one of them.
How so?
I can I can take the silence spell.
Oh.
It gives me 120 feet, and I can put a 20-foot radius around the horn. No noise in there.
Shock says, "Man, we should have opened with that one."
Yeah.
I forgot I had it. It's been a long couple days.
This is
You
fair
need your
enough.
rest, more grin.
That's fair.
Now, remember, well, first off, don't cast that on me, and remember, they can just move out of it, so it's not a sure shot. But
Well, the
I was
good
more
thing is,
thinking when we sneak up to it, I
yeah,
could be
that's
ready
true.
to cast it, so
I-
that if they get alerted or whatnot.
Yeah, and there's several nice things about silence. Firstly, it does prevent spell casting that requires verbal components. And secondly, you don't actually know the exact area that's silenced because it's not like there's markers. Like you would just be in the area and have to be running around looking for a spot where you could hear again.
you know what? Actually, come to think of it, that'll come in handy if we encounter that hobgoblin wizards. Hobgoblin
Yeah,
wizards are pains in the asses.
true.
Like no one.
You would
The
know.
only downfall to it is when we enter it, we also can't hear each other and make a noise either.
Cast it ahead of us. That's the way to use it, I think. Right.
And it will eat up one of my second level spells that I got, but I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, you gotta conserve those energies. Don't be. Those orcs are not worth your magics. All right, trust me.
Well, I
So,
figured
yeah.
if it stops 10 more from showing up, it might be worth it.
Yep, indeed. And we could always use hand signals to motion anything that we need to say to one another while we're in that area.
Okay, I am agreeing. I don't think you understood me, but yeah, it sounds like a good plan.
I think I get your idea. Using my spells to attack the enemy, if I don't know I'm going to hit, is a waste of resources.
All right.
All right. Well, do you want to pass some time as you go into the evening to rest? Or is
Yeah,
there
I think-
something else the group wants to do?
I need to find another animal. So that's the only thing I need to do.
You're going to go out and look for another animal?
Yeah.
All right.
Could I help?
Morgan is going to rest.
And Kellen could
Morgan is
help Barry.
tired. All right. So you're helping him find an animal. I guess the two of you.
No, sorry, Barry. He's looking for caves.
Oh well, I don't know if they're doing that tonight.
Oh, okay then.
I think.
I could help him find another animal.
Yeah, sure. So, what type of animal are you looking for in the mountains?
Do I get to pick again?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mountain goat.
Give me
Mountain
2 minutes
goat.
to check.
Now, do you have
They're so
nature?
vibrant.
I forget.
I don't have nature. I have survival and animal handling.
Did Oscar have nature?
I do have nature.
So maybe Oscar could be telling you about all the different animals that live in the mountain.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he can help you
Cool.
find one. All right.
Here's Oscar. Let's
time-
go find some animals.
Time is
And then-
passing. The two of you are looking for an animal to help catch and train. What about the rest of you? Doing anything for the rest of the day?
Kellen's gonna read a mysterious book that he had prior to meeting up with the group.
All right. You read a mysterious book.
Interesting.
Off into the corner by himself.
Anyone else doing anything?
Do I have enough time and money? I do not. Wait, never mind. I guess I'll just use my owl, and kind of keeping a watch. I guess. The owl's
All right,
eyes.
you're keeping a watch.
Is Shaith going out this night or not this night?
No,
This
she's
night?
staying in for tonight. I think.
Gotcha.
She doesn't really want to travel through the mountains when it's dark out, unless you wanted her to. She was thinking of going tomorrow.
Okay.
It's fine with
yeah,
us.
that works with us. Whatever she wants.
All right. She says, "Yeah, let me go do that tomorrow while you all are looking for caves."
Okay.
All right. So time is passing. You go out into the mountains to look for a new animal to help train. And I'll
Does
let
it have
you.
to be a mountain or a hill or mountain only?
So if you want, you can go down into the plains. It would have to probably be, let's see. So it depends on where you want to go. I mean, on this map, there are forest, hills, mountains, and plains. You'd have to go to the area you're looking for the animal.
Okay.
So, I mean, so it just depends on what you want to look for.
You
Okay.
can also maybe do caves. That might be another thing you could do.
I think caves are mountains, but sure, if that's a different thing, you could use caves too.
It's not. There's Underdark. That's the only underground, and I
Yeah,
don't think I would do
no,
Underdark animals.
no, you can't go to the Underdark right now, unfortunately.
In that case, I would like it.
Suddenly he comes back with a purple
A
worm.
Drider.
Yeah, there's a Drider following him. Good boy.
What about a for hills then? Sort of like the foothills, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I do like a snake, either like a poisonous snake or a wolf spider?
Yeah. So which hills are you gonna go to find this creature?
I was thinking the ones just close by the ones close by the camps to the northwest, like just that quick little jump
This
over
area?
those hills. Let's see where you click. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
All right. So give me
something close.
Give me nature or survival. Each you roll one, and I'll take the higher.
Nature or survival,
Yeah.
or both.
One or the other, you choose. I think you would have to use survival because you don't have nature. All right, so with an 18, you spend some time here. It's still a little bit dangerous because there are still orcs and hobgoblins traveling around. But you spend a couple of hours during the day. Give me stealth checks to see if you can remain off the enemy's radar.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Alright, so luckily with the 11, you are not seen as a couple of patrols do go by every now and then. Seems like the area south is still pretty active, but there's not as many people up in the hills where you are. You would manage to, with 18, by the end of the day, you would manage to get a spider to follow you. You said that's what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Alright, so... yeah, you kind of bring it in, get it to follow you with some training and food, and it would come back to camp with you. Did you say it was a wolf spider?
Yeah, it's just a giant wolf spider. They're medium sized. They're called giant wolf spiders, but they're just medium sized.
Yeah. Hang on, let me get a token for that, because I don't think I have one yet. Giant wolf spider.
Anybody here have arachnophobia?
Hopefully not. Alright, so I'm going to put him under resources above poor fallen Iago. What's the wolf spider's name?
Ooh, I got to think about that.
Alright. So for now, I'll just put giant wolf spider for Gnarl. There you go.
On the way back, can I use a wild shape to transform into a giant wolf spider and confuse Gnarl?
Sure. Like, why are there two? I mean, you would see you transform, so I don't know how confusing it would be.
You'd have to figure out which one is his and which one's me.
Fair enough. So nighttime would come. You all spent most of the day in the caves healing up. The soldiers are looking better. The Shock seems like he's in a little bit better of spirits. It seems like some of the soldiers are still kind of down though because of the loss of their friends. So morale might be a little bit low.
Can I try to boost morale by like tumbling and shit?
Oh,
Jumping or
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Sure, you can use perform.
Yeah.
Maybe sing some songs or tumble. How would you perform to boost morale?
Could I help
Tightrope
him
walk.
flute?
Some acrobatics.
All right, give me an acrobatics check. And someone's playing the flute.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some background music for that.
All right, give me a perform roll. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Put on a little show for the troops. All right, well,
Jesus.
apparently Callan forgot how to play the flute. Though Barrett's doing pretty good with the rolls, though the flute music isn't doing much good. Maybe morale is slightly boosted, but I mean overall the troops are still kind of iffy.
Well, shuck.
Shock says it's okay. You did your best. So the evening watch would start. Give me a d20 roll. Alright, 15. So let's see. Who's on night watch?
You said evening right now. Is it evening or night?
Well, it's
got
past
the-
evening. I said the watch. So the watch started, and actually, that's a good point. So when the watch starts, everyone spend a day's worth of food for eating. Evening. So night is Gnarl and Lokun. Are you sitting outside the cave watching, or just watching the entrance of the cave?
I'm using the owl to watch.
Oh, okay, so the owl's kind of posted up top.
Yep.
Give me a perception check for the owl. And you all used a day's worth of food, right?
Yeah, I'm just taking it off now here.
Okay.
I don't know where Gnarl is sitting, but I'll do one for the owl.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, good roll. So as you're up there, well, actually, you're not necessarily watching through your owl's eyes, but your owl would send you a message that he thought he saw some movement in the darkness. Because he only got a 17 since it's dark out and he can't see very well.
Gotcha. Oh, is it -6 or is it -5?
It is disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Which would
Okay.
be... actually, I guess that would be a straight roll, technically. So, yeah. Oh, I guess it would be 23. So, yeah, your owls would say he saw something moving in the shadows, kind of down the path a little, as he's kind of perched up on the cave.
Okay. I don't know where he's getting advantage from. Oh, the keen
Keen
hearing
senses,
insight.
yeah.
Yep.
Owls get the... Yeah, exactly.
So I'll let Gnarl know. I'll whisper quietly. Send something. Warbanner spotted some shadows moving about. Was it below?
Yeah, on the path down the mountain a little bit, kind of towards where the bear cave is over here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let him know.
I think we should go check it out.
Maybe we should rouse
Just
the
wait.
others. I don't think we should go check it out. There's that drow lurking about, and I'm worried if it's that thing.
Right, let's just be quiet then.
Maybe keep an active watch.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're just going to keep an eye out?
Yeah.
Now, when you say
Yeah.
active watch, what does that mean?
Like.
Be
maybe
extra
keeping out-
vigilant, I guess.
Are you
Yeah,
going like outside the cave or just inside watching the door?
Inside,
inside.
watching the door, I think.
With your owl still up there? Alright.
Yep.
Alright, so you're keeping a very close eye out. So you would get another message from your owl, actually, a little while later. It would say, there's someone near the cave.
Okay, I think we should rouse the others now. Just in case.
Or take them.
Whatever you want to do.
The owl doesn't recognize the person, though.
Does the owl know if this person sees the owl? Basically, does it see him back?
So it would say, I think it sees me.
Loken will go into the mind of the owl, and what does he see through the owl's eyes?
All right, so standing about 30 or so feet from the cave, you would see a woman who you have not seen before. She is slightly lit up by the moonlight, staring right up at your owl with her arms crossed.
Oh. Okay.
You can't see her very well, but you definitely have not seen this woman before this.
And does she look like what race? Can I tell what race?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage, because it's dark.
And this is my perception.
Yes.
They're not gonna be good. Here we go.
All right. So now you can't really make out features from this far away, especially with it being nighttime.
Okay. Well, since I'll return back to myself, and I'll let Gnarl what's out there, and I think we should just go out and.
All right.
I'll
follow you.
Person. I think they know something's up in here.
Right, let's go.
Right. So we'll go to the cave. We'll step outside the cave entrance. I'll have my hands up with like no weapons, and be like, "Hey there."
All right. So you step out of the cave, and the shadowy figure, who you can actually see a little bit better now, as you kind of walk out, would look over at you and say, well, well, there you are.
Do we know what race she is now?
Hang on, I got a picture for you.
Oh, snap. Everything seems to happen in the middle of the night, by the way. I don't like this much.
So she looks like that, except she has a red cloak on, kind of going over her black leather armor, with several blades at her side. She says, it's been a while. Although last time I saw you, you were all with the caravans.
Indeed. I think one of us spotted you just for a moment, too. So you've been following us all this way, huh?
Well, not this whole way. She says, I am currently under the employ of the Iron Tide. I've been taking up residence here while you all have been murdering my employers. But it's sort of why I'm here. Do you have some time to speak? Or will you murder me if I come too close?
We can speak, as long as you keep your blades by your side.
Of course. If I wanted to attack you, I wouldn't have let your owl see me.
No doubt. But,
perhaps we should wake the others then.
I think so. And I'll send my owl in to rouse the others. I'll kind of be like, go ahead.
She says, my name is Ayara Ducat, and she gives you a polite bow. She says, as I said, I am working for the Iron Tide, and my employer, Orkard, the leader of the Iron Tide, wishes a parley, and he would like to speak with you and your group. She says, I had been searching around the mountains for quite a while, and only recently I was able to pinpoint where you were. I was thinking of just going and telling him, but I thought this might be a better option to get a read on what your group's hostility level was.
Well, like you, I was, I've been employed a bit too. Have you ever thought, I don't know, when does your contract end with your employer?
She looks at you closer and she says, "Oh, you're a former Iron Tide, aren't you?"
Loken just shrugs. Could be not.
Hmm.
You don't need to see my resume.
She smiles a bit under her mask and says, "No, I don't think that matters. But the question is your group amenable to a parley, or are you just going to continue attacking the Iron Tide?"
That is not my decision alone. I would have to consult with the others.
She
But,
looks at Gnarl and looks at you and says, "Do you need some time to speak about it? Shall I give you some privacy?"
if you could, that'd be much appreciated.
She nods
We'll
and she says, "I'll wait out here. Please don't try to ambush me. It would just make things awkward."
Doubt. Hey, this will be just a moment. And Loken steps back into the caves.
She would step into the shadows and disappear. So the two of you go back into the cave?
Yeah, and I don't know if the owl roused them up, but Loken will try to get them all gathered in a circle and report in on what he just him and Gnarl saw.
Alright, so the group
Morgan
is...
slowly drags his ass up.
the group is roused from slumber as apparently there is a visitor.
What do you guys think? They want to parlay, and yeah, this is very strange, by the way. Oh, thank you. So, fellas, thoughts?
Just continuously murdering people at these camps isn't gonna end the siege. I think to break this siege, we do need to have a conversation with some people in charge.
But
You're walking into a trap, though.
could we trust them? Yeah, exactly.
But also knowing who hired them, that being Blackwater, we know that, right? We found that out, yeah?
That's what Shaith... Or wait, did someone say that?
Margaret, that's the information Margaret had.
That's right,
Oh,
Morgan
thank
told
you.
you that.
I
Yeah.
was like, someone said that. I don't remember who.
Someone
but
said
Wait. The Iron Tide hired Blackwater hired the Iron Tide to
Yeah.
siege the city of Chaur, and then also hire us to kill them?
Well,
no, I don't think we hired them to siege the city.
But we're being paid. Weren't we offered Blackwater money for their ears?
So Morgan, I don't know what exactly... I don't remember what exactly he told you. What did you tell them, Morgan?
If I remember correctly, I said that he had heard that the Iron Tide had been hired by somebody named Blackwater.
Right, because you were in the prisons, and there was talk among the soldiers. You didn't hear what Blackwater told them or hired them to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And hired them to siege the city, and the ears, I think, were from the city guard,
yes,
not Blackwater.
The only thing Blackwater, when you talked to him, wanted you to get the dagger back. He didn't say. Right. He said, of course, he wanted you to, help save the town, but he seemed more concerned with getting the dagger when you spoke with him.
A fact that we've been kind of keeping under wraps this chase. So if we're talking about this openly.
Oh yeah, are you talking about this openly or kind of off to the side?
this
I think
side.
Sheath already heard this.
I think
before, though.
Shaith is asleep right now, unless you're waking everyone. Like, Shock and them are all asleep right now, unless you want to wake everyone up.
Quick question about this shady individual. How tightly linked is she to Okard and the Iron Tide?
I don't
You
know
would
yet.
have to ask her that.
Floyd.
Yeah, I'm not.
Perhaps we
Like,
should chat.
knows. Yeah, I'm saying like, what if maybe we can persuade her to provide us some valuable information if she doesn't really care for Okard and the Iron Tide?
I think she
Look.
is loyal to her coin.
Oh, you're talking to the group. Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
if she's a true mercenary, that's why I did ask her when her contract was up. But perhaps we all want to talk to her now. I think we have some more questions before we make our decision. Is that not right?
Sounds about right. We gotta take this diplomatically.
Alright, so you want to walk outside and talk to her again?
Yeah, I would say keep your weapons sheathed. Let's try to keep this civil.
Alright, so the group would leave the cave. You don't see her around anywhere. You could give me a perception check if you want to try to look for her.
Yeah.
But as you walk out, a voice would say, do you have an answer? And you think she's somewhere up ahead, probably within like 30 to 60 feet in the darkness down the path.
Gnarl for the win.
You actually still would not see her, even with a 23.
Jesus.
But remember, you are at disadvantage right now because of the dark.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
We have more questions.
Of course.
First is, if we do decide to parlay, how can we ensure that we are not walking into an ambush?
I suppose it would be hard to ensure that, she says. Maybe if I explain a little bit more why we wish to parlay, you'll understand the motivations. Orcard is under a lot of stress because of the actions of your group and because of the problems at Chaur. We've taken heavy losses, and the relics we are digging up from these ruins aren't exactly enough to cover all the soldiers and food. So our supplies are limited, and, well, we don't know how much longer we're going to be able to stay here. Orcard is unhappy because he was originally brought here by your people. More specifically, Lord Blackwater of Chaur and Lady Sithril of the Blood Hand.
What exactly did they bring him here for? Do you know that?
She says, I don't know how much Orcard wants to say about that, but if you are willing to parlay, you can ask him yourself what exactly is going on. But that's why he wants to talk to you. I can try to arrange a neutral place to meet him, and I can ask him not to bring his army with him, if you will agree to meet with him under a white flag of truce and not attack.
Lokun seems to nod and looks back at the party. Let's say you fellows. I think this would be. I think there's a lot that we need to learn from our card. What he says is true.
That's what it sounds like. I like a good conversation more than a fight.
Callan raises an eyebrow and says, I prefer bloodshed, but maybe we can talk.
I'd rather kill you, but I guess.
Yep.
If it saves Shock and his men's lives, I'm up for a talk.
Indeed,
Yes.
it probably would prevent more bloodshed from both sides. So,
And we,
is there... Or go ahead, sorry.
yeah, we still need to end that siege. So, yeah, maybe we can do this a lot simpler.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I will let you choose the time and place. Just let me know where you'd like to meet, and I can arrange it. Or if you trust us, we can meet at the cave mouth. But I'm guessing you don't want to put yourselves at that much risk.
Mine mouth, you mean?
The
Sorry,
entrance of it.
the mine entrance, yeah.
Perhaps
She says maybe one of the camps that you destroyed, a tower. Just let me know what spot would work best for you.
Why not our good old friend, the Western Fort?
Yeah.
Right down the path into the west here.
Directly to the west, yeah.
Yeah, the one we attacked 3 times.
You guys keep attacking.
We own
we're
that
very
place.
familiar with that
That's our
place,
fort
yeah.
now. Stop trying to take it back. So she says, I can arrange that. When would you be willing to meet?
I think,
Tomorrow morning, perhaps.
high noon.
I was thinking high
Morning.
noon too.
Tomorrow afternoon. As long as you agree to not attack our forces until after the peace summit has met or has resolved.
I
That makes
think
sense.
on both ends, yeah.
She says, I will ask Orkard not to bring his troops, but he will probably have his captains and myself with him for assurances.
Understandable.
But he will meet in secret, leaving his army behind. I think, she says, honestly, it's likely he wouldn't want his army to be there, because I don't think he would. They'd want to know that he's meeting peaceably with you after you've killed so many of his soldiers. They probably want blood.
Understood. During this whole time,
If that puts your mind at all at ease for not having an ambush.
okay. During this whole time talking to Ayera, does Lokun sense that she's being truthful with everything that she's
Give me
saying?
an insight check. That's a good question.
Yeah, Baird was going to ask that as well.
You can't
Okay.
see her, so it would just be off the tone of her voice. But yeah, you can give me a check. Anyone who wants, actually, you can all give me insight checks if you want.
Morgan, Barry.
Ooh, Baird.
Damn.
Morgan and Baird.
So you get the feeling she is being honest. You don't know if she's... How would I say this? You don't know if she is necessarily telling you everything about their situation, like when she was mentioning why he wants a peace summit.
Being vague.
Yeah, in some ways she's being vague, but you don't sense like hostility coming from her, like she's like, I'm gonna get you, or anything like that.
I think this is a good idea, I say to the party.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, I was displaying as a splotch. Actually, I think we're missing someone from the Roll20. I only see 5 of you in here. Did we
Missing
lose-
Baird.
Did we lose Baird?
We did lose Baird.
That better?
Oh yeah, it's because I somehow closed out of it. I love my laptop.
Alright.
Oh, it refreshed, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately when you refresh it puts your account back up because Roll20. She says, alright, well tomorrow at high noon then. We shall meet you at the ruins of the encampment. Most likely more towards dusk, so none of the soldiers see what's happening. Is there anything
Ruins.
else?
That's a bit dramatic, wouldn't you say?
Fine. The former dig site that you keep attacking. Is there any message you wish me to bring to Orkard before tomorrow's meeting?
No, we will come at peace and with peace and look forward to parley.
She says, very well. I hope this can all be resolved. And then yeah, you just don't hear her anymore. You assume she leaves. What do you all want to do?
I say we should go back to the
Full rest.
cabin
Full
a
rest.
little bit
Yeah, let's get a rest.
because I have a couple things. Well, yeah, we could talk in the morning.
All right, so you continue your rest. Are you gonna tell Shock or wake up Shaith or any of them, let them know what happened, or are you just gonna go back to sleep?
Let's just go back to sleep.
Yeah, tell them in the morning.
Honestly, I just want to mention that Shock's men were just ambushed by a hidden archery group. So I just wanted to point that out. And I know she said multiple times, very frequently, do not be aggressive and all that type of stuff. So I don't know. That's just my insight. But we could go.
Thinking this is a trap.
I'm thinking that it might be a trap. She has no purpose to serve for us, and we're a thorn in their side. And if they have a group that can easily dispose of 5 of our, yes, they were exhausted prisoners or captives, whatever you want to call them, but they were still easily disposed of. And if we're surrounded in that tight area with that camp, and they're facing...
So they were healed up when they attacked. They weren't still exhausted.
Okay, well, even worse then. And if Okard and his group comes from the west, then we're gonna have our backs against the mountain and be at a disadvantage. So it works out in their favor completely. And I don't know. I mean, what do they have to gain besides seeing face to face the people that have been hindering their plans for days, and killing most of their men, and most of their men are dead because of us.
After hearing that, Morgan would point out, they know where our cave is. They draw us away. That leaves our men in the cave and the prisoners open for them to attack while we're away.
That too.
Yeah.
That could be their plan. Get us out of the way so they can get rid of our fort.
Make sure that we don't. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Morgan, Barrett, did you guys get a read on her?
She sounded truthful, but was being vague. It was hard to tell with not being able to see her, but she sounded truthful. But there seemed to be things she was leaving out.
You got to think that if she's so easily able to stealth and conceal herself, who knows how easily she can, sound persuasive and manipulate people.
I'd say if we go, we should move our men, get them out of the cave, and have them hide somewhere else. So if they attack, they find an empty cave.
Alright, well, do you want to move the cave base now, or are you going to go back to sleep?
Let's move
She could still be watching us for the night.
Oscar is gonna go back to sleep.
Morgan's gonna go back to sleep. Morgan needs to sleep.
Okay. In the morning, we move the cave.
Yeah, it should be best.
So, give me a d20 roll. You hope that she is a lady of her word and does not attack the cave during the evening. Although, if she was going to do that, you would assume she would just do it without letting you know she was coming. It would be kind of weird to reveal herself, then just ambush you later in the cave. So the night would pass, and actually, you would level up.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Yay!
You hit a
Holy
milestone with
shit.
all the forts, so you were level 4.
Ooh, by the way, the spider's name is going to be Peter Parker.
It's Spider-Man!
That's great. Yes.
Alright, your spider, Peter Parker, is just chilling in the cave. So in the morning, are you telling Shaith and Shock about what happened?
Yes.
Yes, we need to move the cave.
So Shaith is like, why didn't we move the cave last night? That's the bitch that tried to kill me. Holy shit, she could be waiting outside with the whole army by now.
Completely forgot to tell Shaith and wake her ass up. Damn it.
Well, for
She
one,
seems pissed.
For one, we were fighting in the dark, and some of us can't see in the dark. Most of these prisoners can't, so a battle at night would not be a good idea.
She's gonna quickly run up to the entrance of the cave and peek out. Well, I don't see anyone. Yeah, we should get the hell out of here. They could be watching us.
Shaith, you mentioned that she tried to kill you. What happened behind that?
Just when I was sneaking through the mines, she almost caught up with me. I took a couple of crossbow bolts with poison on them. Luckily, they didn't take me down. You know, she's probably the one that killed your men, Shock. She says if someone was attacking from the shadows, I bet it would be her.
Boom.
Shock growls a bit.
Well, we definitely don't trust them. That's definitely something.
All right, yes. All right, men, come on. Let's get our stuff. We need to get out of here. So where is the group heading? And actually, should I give you some time to level up?
Yeah,
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Fourth level is like a big level.
That's true, because you do have your either feat or ASI.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a moment. We are approaching 8:30. I don't know. Should we? Well, all right. I'll give you a little while to level up. But yeah, I was gonna say we could call it here. You guys could level up and then just come in fresh next time with your plan for the Peace Summit and where you want to move your people. It's up to you. Or
yeah,
I can
let's
wait.
discuss during.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We discuss during the week, just kind of figure out what we got to do, because I think
This
there's going to
could
be a
be
lot of like
big decisions.
strategizing. Yeah.
All right, sure. Then let's call it now. You'll have like we had like 11 minutes. You can use that to. I mean, I can hang out just in case any of you have questions on leveling up. So I'll hang out here just in case. But yeah, we'll say we call a little bit early. So if any of you want to take off, I'll be here to help you with your characters. Or yeah, we'll just meet next time.
I'll hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be here taking some notes and answering questions.
Before we wake at night, can I have cast my Goodberry?
Yeah, so you I mean, you get the spell back in the morning. So what watch were you on?
I was
So if you were on night watch, it's probably assumed you'd cast it during that watch because you do need to sleep.
Yeah.
So we can say maybe you cast it around like, I don't know, 4 a.m. or something.
Okay.
So yeah, you can mark that on the spell list for long effects. That those are going to be till 4 a.m. next day, 24 hours.
Thank you.
And yeah, let me take some notes. Oh, and MVP votes. Why don't you whisper those to me?
Oh, right.
So it is now 7th of autumn at, say, 7 a.m. for the long rest, or 8 a.m. I guess.
And that's /W space GM and then the name, right?
Yeah. So 6 votes. Looks like Morgren with 3 votes. You are MVP. Congrats.
Nice. Congrats.
Man.
Nice.
Woo!
Going down twice is
And healing.
And healing.
You kept me alive. I would have been dead without you.
Yeah.
How do we level up in D&D Beyond?
Sorry, what?
That's right.
How do we level up in D&D Beyond again?
Click manage.
Manage.
There's a manage
Your
button.
name.
Yeah. And then it says manage character and levels on the little pop-up bar.
There it is. Thank you.
I have no idea because I use Roll20. I'm glad other people know.
Oh, and Morgan, you lose 1 level of exhaustion from the long rest.
Okay.
Yes, so you.
It should automatically do it, right? Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think it. Well, I mean, I don't know about Beyond, but yeah.
Just a double check.
Yeah. So Callan, did you decide big weapon or 2 small weapons? What do you got?
I'm going with the 2-handed great weapons. That's for sure.
Trying to grab out. Okay. You can change your fighting style for Tasha's then.
Yeah, and I already got my archetype too.
Nice. What'd you go with?
I'm going with the Rune Knight.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh.
Gonna have some giant blood in me going through forward.
Sweet.
I got
you
my
guys,
Warcaster. I'm
you
happy.
guys, you see,
Same. I got Warcaster too.
It's a good
you
one.
see, you see Lokun wake up and start donning his armor for the first time,
Ooh.
putting on a shield.
Looking good, and he goes.
Double guns.
Pew pew. Give him the guns.
Double guns.
I took Warcaster as well because I like to be able to use my cantrips when they leave my area.
Nice. Warcaster's a really good one.
Yeah.
No,
I
you
took
know.
everyone's favorite, Lucky.
Nice.
Oh,
Lucky, fucking Lucky. All right, I know what you're up to. Lucky.
He's not.
Fate.
At least he's not playing it. At least he's not
I'm
playing
a
a
rogue.
halfling lucky divination wizard.
At
Yeah,
least, yeah.
Halfling
With
lucky
silvery barbs. Just
What a good idea.
just whatever roll I feel like. I don't even
did you
need dice
wait?
anymore.
Did you allow silvery barbs?
I have been allowing it. Yeah.
Okay.
So if
How's
people,
what's it been like?
it's not as bad as everyone says. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
I don't
like
think so.
you have to spend a reaction. You're spending a spell slot. Like it can be. I mean, it's powerful because like the monster rolls a crit and you're like, nope. And it's like, oh well, no crit. But I mean, it's not like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get hit again because it's using a resource.
Yeah.
I think people just whine about stuff. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Like I
So-
saw it in use, and like people were burning through their spell
Yeah,
slots.
so here's the
only
thing. I
to-
think most GMs don't punish people for using spells and just let people just long rest as much as they want. I think that's when it becomes
That's exactly
overpowered.
it.
But like if
That's
you
exactly it.
Yeah, exactly. But like if you like I'm silvery barbsing every roll and then you're out of spells, it's like now I got to fight the boss with like burning hand or with like fire bolts. So it's like
Or no
yeah,
shields.
or no shields. Yeah,
is-
exactly.
Yeah.
It's a daily resource. I mean, it's like automatically balanced if you know how to like run games where you stop like excessive resting. It's not that big a deal.
It's kind of interesting because it's hard to find a DM that does proper rests, like long rests and short rests. There's so many that have one encounter per day, and that's it.
Yeah, see, if you're doing
And-
that, then like everyone's gonna have a ton of resources. But if you run it where there's stakes, then yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's really nice, and it actually really does empower like fighters too, because having short rest abilities, right? Like action surge and second wind every time you rest is pretty cool if you've got like a full day of battle and encounters.
Yeah, and I think that just comes with like more experienced GMs like who come from the days of like 3rd edition and like 2nd edition with spells. Like you know that you only have so many resources in a day. But I think newer DMs aren't like, you know, they aren't like using that. They aren't trying to make things more balanced. So anyway,
Yeah, I agree.
But no, I don't think Silvery Barbs is that bad. It's annoying at times, but not that bad. It's a resource.
Yeah.
I will say though, I mean, I run a game and I try to make it like, you know, so people can't just go Nova and then get long rest. But it is hard to do 6 to 8 encounters, which is like how they prescribe it in the book. That's quite a bit. I have done that a couple times, but it feels like a lot of battle for a day.
You can also make encounters easier or harder. I don't think the rules don't do a very good job of explaining how to build encounters. I think that's something you develop as a DM just from playing a lot, like knowing what your party can handle and how to build like enough encounters that they don't just get wiped out or just like, you know, dance over everything that gets in their way. So it's a balance.
Yep. I mean, that's kind of how I do it, because they do say it's like 6 to 8 like medium encounters, I think.
Yeah.
So like you can replace those two medium encounters with a deadly one, or hard.
Most of my encounters are hard to deadly.
Okay.
It's because I mean you also have 6 people and the encounters are balanced around 4. So like a deadly encounter to you guys, like especially if you're playing tactically, could come off as easy at times. So it really just depends. It's really
You'd be
more.
surprised. Yeah. No, no. Sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
I was just gonna say it just depends on the group, like the skill level and like if the player or the characters know what they're doing versus like if a party is like face checking every enemy and just rushing right in, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
It really makes a big difference too when the DM plays smart too. Like when you fight against smart enemies, it's so much more like difficult, but in a good way. Like it feels like you're actually like fighting a real battle, not like, you know, oh, this is this kind of character. They always attack this way, and because the DM, you know what I mean? The DM never plays smart. I really appreciate that too. Like it's nice to have.
Totally.
It's nice to play against a brain, you know, rather than
Yeah,
just like
Just
an
trying
AI
to
that
defeat
says,
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to play,
rather than just
play
an
a
AI
computer
that says
game where
exactly. Yeah, if I wanted to play a computer game, I would just download a D&D game or something and play it. But
Evil DM is picking on me.
Well,
exactly.
So I try to play the enemies based on their intelligence scores. Like animals will be more face checky and just like instinctively attack against like whoever's hitting them versus like, you know, hobgoblins are more tactical. They use like a guy's gonna run in and just do defensive so he could proc sneak attack from his friends while he takes the hits. Was like the commander can like yell, you know, it's based on the situation. But I also try to play it so they're not like, you know, overhead view, like, all right, I'm playing an RTS against you guys. Like I'm trying to think like what the enemies see and like, okay, he doesn't know where his guy is necessarily, so he's not, you know, I'm trying to do all that while I'm fighting you. Like play it like realistically, I guess isn't the word I'd want to use, but yeah.
Oh, I know.
So he's gonna try to take down the guy who's healing everyone, even if if you pop back up and attack him, he's just gonna hit you again, so you go back down. He's not just gonna be like, oh, I don't want to be mean and like pick on you. He's gonna, nope, you keep healing. Nah, go back down.
Yeah. Well, and the same thing too. I like that's like in the old versions of D&D, like before 3rd edition, you just died when you hit 0.
Yeah.
And so like when I don't take it that like I don't think it's bad to hit people while they're down. Like if you're a smart enemy, why wouldn't you? Like that's how you kill things, right?
Yeah. Confirm the kill. You're all like zombies. You keep popping back up.
Yeah, like
headshot.
You can't just
and
so that's why exactly. And I think for myself, like that when people go down, like my instinct coming from the 2nd edition and 1st edition is like throw everything into that heal. Like give them everything. Like drag them out of the way. Use whatever resources necessary to get them out of that situation. Whereas, you know, if you play it where, well, I'm just going to use one, you know, paladin lay on hands, 1 hit point, and then they'll be up, and then I'll save, you know, 1 hit point for every time I need to wake somebody up. That's kind of a recipe for the DM in a you know, an intelligent bad guy to like just hit him like 4 times in a row and then just be done with them.
I mean, that's why I use exhaustion to punish that, because I feel like if you're continually taking like hits that are downing you, like it's gonna leave some lasting wounds on you. So yeah. That's why I do exhaustion, and it's usually I won't double tap people who are down unless like they're all alone, like their allies just left them there, and like there's no better target. And like later at higher levels, I'll do it if people are healing and the enemies know that like if they leave your body there, someone's just going to heal you and bring you back into the fight. But lower level, just I kind of like I'm a little bit more forgiving, and that's kind of by design too. Yeah.
Low levels, because low levels can be so volatile too.
I used to be more ruthless at low level where I just murder people, but now, like, as I get older, I'm like, I still want my players to have fun, so, you know, they're still figuring things out.
You meld out.
Yeah, exactly.
But at level 5, I say the kitty gloves are off. That's what I do with my own group. But
generally... go ahead.
My own group was... I was actually trying to implement the exhaustion thing, they were not keen on that idea. So
No, they never
that
are,
one's fine.
especially if you didn't have it before. Like,
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
What do you mean we
This
can't
is
just keep
unfair.
going unconscious? This is bullshit. How dare you?
Uh,
The other one that people hate is when I first took away flanking, gave advantage. They're like, what? This is bullshit. I want my advantage for flank.
Well, guys, did you figure out you get all set up for next week?
Yeah, I think so.
I've been trying to decide whether I want to put two points into. I think I'm going Warcaster like everybody else, but
What's your
I was
constitution?
my Constitution right now is 16,
Oh, okay.
so it's solid, but not the greatest.
Use a shield and a weapon, right?
I haven't been using a weapon, but I have been using a shield and just a cantrip and spell. But I think I'm picking up Druid Craft instead of a second damaging cantrip.
Well,
I don't know.
If you're taking Warcaster, then you want an attack roll cantrip, then most likely.
I mean, I have Infestation right now.
I don't think that'll work with Warcaster, does it?
It's a spell, damage spell, ain't it? Attack spell.
What was the question? Sorry, I was taking notes.
Infestation work with the Warcaster opportunity.
Yeah, I believe so. Because it's just
Gotcha.
it just says you can cast the spell. It doesn't say like you have to do a spell attack. So you could, I think you could like throw a magic missile if you wanted to. I'd have to read it over again, but I think that's what it says.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice when we get someplace where I can actually use
You're
my
right.
alarm and arcane lock spell to help alert us to
nice.
enemies.
What was that
That's a
second
good idea.
scroll? There was identify, and what was the other one you found? Major image? Was that it?
Major
Yeah.
image. Yeah.
Major image.
That's what I thought. All right. Just want to make sure I note.
Do you for Oscar? Do you for one? Do you you haven't taken that many op attacks, right? Like usually you're not that close to the front, are you?
I'm usually a mid-range, so like this last time I had an opportunity to take one op attack,
Yeah.
but I couldn't.
It seems like
But I
you
was
really
doing it
like
more
healing,
for-
right, Oscar?
Yeah.
That seems pretty
I
solid.
would suggest
I know,
the healer feat if you haven't looked into it. That's a really solid feat. Although for that one you
Yeah.
do have to have healer's kits. But
That's true.
it's really
the
good.
main reason behind the Warcaster for me would be Constitution saving throws and concentration checks, because pretty soon I'm going to be able to summon.
I mean, if you,
Oh,
yeah, I
that's
mean,
what
if
you're
you,
saying.
Pretty sure
if
it
you're
would
going,
That's-
yeah, I guess if you're going
concentration.
heavy summoner, then yeah, that could be useful.
Yeah.
Resilient.
I was gonna say, 'cause I-
Sacred flame
Yeah. Oh, ooh, nice. Nice.
is a cantrip.
What are you going, Barrett? What are you doing, Barrett?
Me?
Yeah.
Like
take
long-term plan?
Well, just no this for this feat.
Oh, I did lucky because I'm an asshole.
All right. Oh man, it's lucky's fine.
It's fine.
It's fun.
It's not as broken as everyone complains about it.
People like to complain.
Everyone complains about everything in D&D, especially DMs who don't know how to like balance encounters. Like, oh, the players can win. This is bullshit. It's like, you just have to up your game. Well.
I mean, I just
There's
wanted
always
to
rocks
gamble.
fall.
Yeah, everyone's dead. Wah wah.
There's what did you take, Callan? What'd you end up taking for your feet then?
For my feet, I went with Fey Touched because it gives me.
Ooh.
I
That would be
forget what
good.
it's called. Hold on, I'll tell you the actual name.
Step.
Yeah, Misty Step. There you go. I got
Yeah,
Misty Step.
Damn.
So I can actually teleport to somebody when you guys are in trouble.
Nice.
What did I go with? And then I got runes, so I can equip runes on you guys to help you guys out when you're getting attacked a little bit. I
You
also
can keep most of the rooms, dude. You're gonna be the tank, so
I can
as
only,
many of the rooms as you can.
I can only implement 2 or imbue 2 at a time for right now, and it can be only 1 on every item. So I do have one item that does help maybe buried. It's the cloud rune, which invokes a cloud around that individual for 30 feet. I think I have to read up a little bit more about it. But if so, then that'll help him a lot.
Cool.
Yeah,
Talking about Rune Warrior?
Yeah, well, the Rune Knight.
Rune Knight. If I'm correct, you can also... I gotta double check here, because that's one of the ones I plan on taking my fighter. I believe with the Cloud Rune, you can also... Something is move and attack?
Yes. So when I have a creature you can see within 30 feet of you hit by an attack roll, you can use that reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of you to become the target of the attack instead, using the same roll.
Regardless of the style of attack, so even a melee attack, you can move to somebody 30 feet away.
Yep, and then I also got Giant's Might, so I can grow a little tiny bit for a minute.
Grow to 10 feet tall.
Yes, I believe so.